Oh fuck, that's a mistake. Oh, okay. So my dumbass didn't realize that I forgot to put it to live. Yeah, okay. That's weird. Okay. Hang on one second. Okay. Can I maximize this or no? Okay, so what do you guys see when it's maximized though? Oh, okay, perfect. Can we actually keep it maxed? Oh, perfect. Actually, that works out. That works out spectacular. Actually, that's fucking wonderful. I'm not sure if I actually want to be. I'll go ahead and be in the general chat of the Discord server. Just just in case anyone wants to stop on by. I've been told this game is rather short, so we might just get it all done in one sitting. But we'll see what happens. Oh, that's nice. I can't. Okay, so let's take a look at Carlos. Yeah, I can't. The one thing I hated about this game more than anything else when it was first announced was we're gonna go hardcore because everyone who's played this game on reviews has been saying that the game inherently is really fucking short, and even on hardcore difficulty, you get a shit ton of ammo. I suspect this is in response to Resident Evil 2's remake, which I actually never beat. I almost beat it. Not completely. Oh, hey Kyle, what's up?
Not much.
Currently hating up Resident Evil 3.
Spread faster than any disease in modern history.
Is that what you're playing?
That was what I'm playing, yes. I'm not sure if I should skip this. What the fuck?
Citywide emergency
doesn't
declared.
The CDC has quarantined the lower Midwestern region of the U.S.
You know, this is hitting way too close to home right now.
Honesty, integrity.
Oh no, it's.
Are the core values that create the foundation.
I'm not gonna say it because I don't want this video to get taken down. But if you guys know your like news, you know what I was gonna say there.
It's this foundation that will continue to build a brighter future for all of us.
That guy looks like a fucking villain. That dang Nemesis right there? Yeah, it looks like Nemesis right there. That looks pretty good. Looking fucking fly as always. Yeah, that's him. I did not like Nemesis's redesign. Kyle, have you seen the redesigns for the game or no?
I've seen some. I've seen what Nemesis looks like.
I did not like Nemesis's new redesign.
I didn't mind it.
I don't know, like, maybe I've just been so used to the old one for so long that when I got this new one... Dark Sparta.
Look, it only matters what he looks like at the very end of the game.
I have gone out of my way to avoid spoilers for anything past, like, the first 20 minutes. Because I was actually sent leaks for the game, actually, by the same guy who sent us leaks for DMC5. So I was able to see the game early, but unfortunately I could not make myself watch all the leaks. Unlike with DMC5, where I just wanted to know, Resident Evil feels more like an experience. Oh, so speaking of experiences, The Last of Us 2 has been delayed indefinitely. Can we... Oh shit, gameplay. It's already better than The Last of... Oh, wait, can we open the door? That's a window. And we just closed it. I am completely fucking out of it right now, it seems. Oh, I gotta say, I love the first person. It's looking really fucking spiffy. Now... Oh! That's lightning. What is this fucking gnar shit? You can't read the fucking newspaper? That's fucking lazy. I did not pay $60 in 2020 to not be able to read the fucking newspaper.
Do you think they'll remake 4 now?
Oh, no. I think they'll remake Code Veronica next, and if Code Veronica succeeds, I think they'll remake 4. But I don't expect the 4 remake anytime soon. What's the point of clicking fucking A if I can walk right through it? Okay.
I was gonna say, because 4 looks too new. It's like it doesn't look retro enough. for it to get a remake.
You know, I gotta say this, and I'm gonna say it, and you guys can get whatever shit you want. I'm not the biggest fan that they changed Jill's face. Like, her chin is now square. Capcom's been doing that to a lot of characters, a lot of fucking square-faced characters. She used to have a really angular face, and then they make it fucking a square. Oh shit, that's blood.
Don't you like the Minecraft Steve face?
I love Minecraft. It's my third favorite franchise. Okay. Seems I'm okay. This is what happens when I get out of the shower, guys. This is actually real to life. I'd still tap it. Yep, that's a standard. That's every time I get out of the shower, guys. That is a standard setup right there.
Gets worse every night.
Okay, so is that Chris? Because Chris looks fucking gross in this engine if that's Chris.
3 more days. Then I can kiss this town goodbye.
Who's here? That sounds like Mingler.
No,
Oh.
start with a P. And just a big fat demon.
Pimp Demon? Oh, is that you?
Yes.
I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so what the fuck am I supposed to be doing here?
Oh. Kiss the mirror.
Hang on.
What's going on out there?
How the fuck do you not know? The news is literally right fucking there. By the way, how powerful is Nemesis? More powerful than Ustanak. That's all you need to know. Oh, so fucking dark.
Oh yeah, you remember a couple of weeks ago how we were speaking about Final Fantasy X and why Seymour isn't the main villain character in Dissidia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he isn't, because his boss fights are fucking annoying.
Well, okay, so I know he's the main villain representative in the mobile game. So Joe became a conspiracy theorist after the events of Raccoon City, or at the events of the Spencer Manor.
Yes.
Message from a colleague. Hey Hotshot, how you holding up? I still can't believe IR suspended you. Is this Chris? Oh, Brad. Wait. She gets suspended? She's the only competent officer on the force. Leon doesn't show up till like 2 hours into the game. Leon does not appear in the actual game itself, but canonically Leon's not here in Raccoon City yet. Wait, so am I under house arrest or something?
That's what they said in Italy.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is Chris. So for context, I don't know if they changed this in this one. But so the idea here is that Chris and Jill are under watch by Umbrella, and they're trying to escape to Europe to investigate Umbrella further. Jill obviously ends up leaving after the events of this game, and Chris beat me to the punch by leaving like fucking apparently 5 days earlier. No light. The most unrealistic part is this fucking light switch. No light switch looks like this. So for context, I bought the game, so I got the pre-order costumes because this outfit looks way better than Jill's actual outfit in this game. They said this game is before and after the remake of 2. Yeah, because Resident Evil 3 story took place before 2 it starts, and then it's supposed to end after 2. God, I love that fucking... God, I love that pre-order fucking bonus skin.
Who could that be?
Fuck, this is all... Fuck, look at all that beer she's got. God damn. You have to click A to close. Now, I've been told this game only lasts like 4 hours. So... Because apparently it's a real... Apparently it's a really fucking short game from what I've heard. So I'm playing on the hardest difficulty to try and make it last
Hello?
longer.
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
4
What are you
hours.
talking about?
That doesn't sound right. I remember the original version of 3 taking longer.
All right.
The original version of 3 was... Oh, fuck me! Daddy? Is that Papa Nemesis right there? Is that Papa? Yeah, that's him. That's not gonna work. This, man, she can take a fucking hit. Fuck me. Punch her through the wall. Punch her through the wall. Please punch her through the wall. You let me down. You let me down. Why didn't you do that earlier? Come on, that door couldn't fucking stop you. Alright, we good? We good? Oh, fuck me. Yeah, bullshit that door stopped your one punch if you can do that shit like that. Joe, he just busted through a fucking wall, you dumb bitch. That's not gonna stop him. I hope he busts through that wall. Please bust through that wall. Don't bust through the fucking door. Don't respect the fucking... Don't be a Dead by Daylight killer. Don't respect pallets.
Zim, he's Nemesis, not the Kool-Aid Man.
Look, man. No, he already busted through one wall. He can bust through all of them. Don't respect the fucking pallet. That's a fucking baby killer strategy. Oh! That's better. Oh, I'm already fucking loving this. You shut the fuck up, Pimp Demon. I'm enjoying myself right now. Oh, shit! Okay, we're going into hentai territory. He's got a vine. That's a tentacle. That is a tentacle, son of a bitch. No fucking way that actually fucking worked.
Oh.
Bust through the wall. Another wall. Another wall. Come on. Come on! Okay, not exactly what I had in mind, but alright. Fuck it. Fucking beautiful. Love it. Already worth the price of admission. Oh, fuck me! Yes! That is awesome! This is a safety hazard, sir. You're gonna stop right now? Oh my god, this is fucking amazing. Oh, and he hasn't even shown his face yet, but his face is kind of gross, so I can let it be. No fucking way. Oh shit! Okay! Oh, bullshit! That's gonna fucking stop you? Are you like having an asthma attack right now? There's no way that's gonna physically fuck. Yeah, it's probably scripted, but my god, that feels great. Oh, shut the fuck up! That wouldn't stop him! Don't even fucking go there, game. That would not stop him. You don't bust through solid concrete. Nah, fuck that. Nah. Yeah, what the fuck is right? How the fuck did he stop?
Over here!
Oh shit, it's Brad Vickers. You're supposed to be dead.
You okay?
What was that thing?
Damned if I know. But right now it's got a hard on for the only 2 stars left in town. You and me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
Oh, this is fucking amazing. Shut the fuck up, Pimp Demon. You don't get to fucking say that.
This all happened so fast.
Nemesis,
Yes, I do.
No, go fuck yourself.
One fucked up thing
Nope.
always leads to another.
You shut your dirty whore mouth for him. You your ass. What the fuck is
Do
the
it.
parkway? Alright. You get your permissions back later. There we go. Where the fuck did he go? Wasn't paying attention.
Come on, let's go!
I could be dreaming. How could this many people be infected?
Is that what China said when this hatch started?
Brad! Here they come!
Yeah, okay, I find it fucking ridiculous when these guys don't do this, when they just break through. Also, hey Weezer, saw you stop by. Run, bitch, run! Good arm.
Door behind you, go!
Yeah, okay, he should not have been holding the door like that.
Don't think about it. We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck up like I did. Go!
Okay, I gotta be honest here for a minute. I really hope Brad does come back for the iconic scene, but they did do a better job of Brad this time around. So for context, in the original game, what would happen is Brad, you run into Brad at the bar, and Brad is shooting down a zombie, but the zombie bites him. Oh! Papa? How the fuck did they break through that easily? Brad, you fucking worthless piece of shit! Yeah, that's bullshit. That is some fucking bullshit. Pimp Demon Jill's amazing. You shut your dirty whore mouth. This is why you got muted. Oh, that's a lot of fucking zombies. This way? Nope, not this way. Whatever you say, mysterious voice in the sky. Hey, I think I've heard this story before. Oh, it's a fat man!
Are you alright?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
The parking garage isn't far. I can
The
take
only safe place is in here!
So for context, this is a reference to the beginning of Resident Evil 3. Watch here.
Sir, what's your name? I can't just leave you behind.
It's Dario Rosso. And yeah, right. You just want to steal my safe house. Get your own, Missy.
Missy? Would you please calm down? I'm a police officer. I'm here to help.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you've been doing a bang-up job.
What is this? Middle Eastern America?
Go handcuff yourself to one of those freaks.
Sir, this is your last chance. No one else is coming for you.
I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead.
So that is the exact line he actually said in the original game.
Now leave me alone.
The original game has better audio in my personal opinion, but you know, whatever. 7 bullets are not going to get me anywhere on backup. Kyle, is that you?
What's up now?
Oh, I was there. Are you the one making the fucking sounds? No! Shit! Yeah, I'd probably still miss my shot at this close of a range. Not gonna lie. What do you mean the original? What are you talking about? Yeah, that guy was in the original game. Oh, fuck me. Nia, stop that shit. I like to point out that Brad just got fucking bit and he's fucked, but I just got bit and I'm fine. Female privilege, am I right? Oh, get the fuck out of here with that noise. Okay, yes. No, but that line was delivered better in the original. Like, it was more iconic in the original. Like, that's what I'm getting at there. Like, the line is nice, but the delivery was so much more intense in the original. Oh, Ewan, you're still alive. Shit, I thought you were dead. Good to see you again. I kind of chalked you up for being dead after being gone for like 2 months. I messaged you on Discord, but you never responded. Oh! No! Wait, unless Nemesis did that, in which case, yes! Shut the fuck up, Pimp Demon, I'm right. Nemesis? Alright, it's all good. Nemesis did it. It's all good.
Sorry.
Yes! 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 Please! Please do I think... Yes! Abso-fucking-lutely! Come on! Come on! Start! Do not fucking tease me here!
It's my turn,
Get him.
bitch.
Yes! 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 Fucking epic! Wait, oh, we gotta hold it? What the fuck? I'm sorry, Nemesis, but friction's working against... What the fuck? Yeah, so Friction was working against my boy Nemesis there. If Friction didn't exist, Nemesis would be... Oh, he's getting back up! Ostanak, eat your heart out! He's already better than the Ostanak in every single way imaginable, and you cannot convince me otherwise. Fuck it, I'll call him right now. He would beat Birkin. Oh, why is your face so gross? Oh, what did they do to my boy? Oh, this is such a good fucking scene, but your face is so disgusting.
Hey! Fuckface!
I love it. Did he just dodge a... He just caught a rocket with this fucking vine and released it immediately. His speed is far fucking better than what it was. Oh. You let me down!
Hey, easy, lady. I got you.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Name's Carlos. I'm saving you. Come on. Let's get you some...
Wait, that rocket has 4 shots. Why the fuck are you abandoning after 2? Is that how Nemesis gets the fucking rocket? Because this dumbass left it behind? Dude, that speed feat though. That speed feat. He caught the rocket immediately at that close distance. Yo, my boy Nemesis just popping out the feats. All right. I'm gonna onion Pimp Demon. I'm gonna see if he's learned his lesson.
I think we're in the clear.
You learned your lesson, Pimp Demon?
Hope so.
Fuck no.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here, where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it. Let's go.
Okay, so
Come on.
can we change the costume? Okay, I was saying, can we change the costume mid game? Okay, so I'm gonna keep still building level. Show some fucking respect, Weezer. They didn't slow down that rocket. You can't slow down that rocket. What you can make an argument for is RPGs are faster, but I don't think that's how rockets work.
Nothing. I've never seen anything like it.
Mr. X exists in this world, you know.
Zombie. It knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. BCS for short.
Stop it! You making it sound like I'm killing you.
You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa. What are you talking
No,
about?
you can come back in after I have lunch.
You don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming? Come on.
Nemesis is at least constant level. I can't stand these guys to downplay. Nemesis can fight the Hulk. That makes him multi-platinum. Oh. Balrog, stop killing your dog. Oh, so
Captain. This fine young lady could use our help.
Carlos, you didn't even think to ask fine young lady her name? She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Her name is something.
okay, Neiman. As long as you're somewhat
It's
okay.
Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill. I am UBCS Platoon Leader Mikhail Victor. My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
Right. How's that going for you?
The city is completely cut off, isolated. Most of the
Okay, so I think I know why this game's so short. This didn't happen in the original game until like 2 hours into the game, unless you were like knew exactly what to do.
My platoon has suffered serious losses. Just keeping them alive is more than
Cutting
we can
corners.
manage.
That's a bit cheap.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords for that.
Yes. Well, we are doing all we can.
The one thing I don't like about Jill in this game versus the old game is she's a bit more of a...
We can evacuate
how do I say this? Because I know this is the stereotype, but she's kind of bitchy this time around. Like, I don't mind it.
do this alone.
So I guess the term should be assertive, but she's kind of a bit of a bitch. Like, these are just ground level people. She knows that, and yet she's still being fucking a bitch about it.
I'm in. But I am on your side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Carlos kind of looks like Brandon Fraser with that haircut.
All right, super cop. Here you
So
go.
for context, Brandon Fraser was the guy from
Use
The
this to
Mummy.
Stay in contact.
I know what it
The
means.
good Mummy. The
I
original
like those
Mummy.
movies.
Yeah, exactly. Great movies.
Okay, first things first. We need to get.
Give me your assault
I don't care
rifle.
what anyone says. I still like the
Find
Scorpion
supplies
King.
there.
The Scorpion King to me was forgettable. It's not like I thought it was a bad movie. It was just forgettable for me personally. Oh yeah, so they give you an ammo crafting guide as if I didn't memorize all the fucking ammo combinations from the last game in Resident Evil 3.
Shit, Captain. They really took a chunk out of you.
Nothing that I miss.
There's no fucking way in hell that man is injured. He just gave him a first aid spray. There's no way in hell he's injured. He's faking it at this point, Carlos. Don't trust him. I'm not too sure if he was bitten or not, because the Asian actress from the Scorpion King was kind of hot, according to Newhan.
What do you mean, kind of? Real European takeover is.
Is this open? I was kind of hoping they would do a Birkin versus Nemesis little Easter egg, but I don't think they did do that for this game.
Jill? To me again. You topside yet?
Working on it. So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. We might get the subway infrastructure back online.
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power.
If they end up doing a Code Veronica remake, do you think they'll get the
Copy that.
same voice
Let's do
actor
this
for
fast.
Wesker?
I think Wesker is. I think if they're gonna bring back Wesker in any capacity, they gotta bring back Wesker like completely. Otherwise, it's just not gonna be. It's not gonna be good enough. Okay, so the game starts you off with some pretty. So I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. Game bullshit, and I bet you can't shoot it, right? It's one of those games where you can't shoot it either. Let's find out. Fuck, I know it's not gonna fucking work. Game, I've played Resident Evil before, I know what the fuck I'm doing. Who are your top 5 RE girls? I'm gonna have to specify pre-remake and post-remake if you really want that. If you really want that list, because pre-remake was way better than post-remake. Ah! What is this disgusting crap? Where's my ink ribbon, game? Okay, so I did hear that they did turn it down, so like it's not anywhere near as intense as the first game was. So Resident Evil 3 was Resident Evil 2, but more like action-based. And for Resident Evil 3, this one, they just made it a completely more... What? Wait.
It almost looks like I could get this working if I plug in the right whatever it is.
Jill, the shape you're thinking of is a diamond. It is a diamond shape, otherwise known as a square stretched out. Is there a fucking flashlight option here, Jill? You got a fucking flashlight somewhere in that fucking strap of yours? No? No flashlight? I don't know, seems like an important thing a cop to have.
Geez, usually women carry everything.
Well, Balrog, she doesn't have her purse. You can't expect her to have everything.
We're survivors. We've got to get that train moving.
Oh please, a woman's outfit is never complete without it.
Hang on. Oh, is this my dodge mechanic? Fuck, this sucks. A diamond isn't a square? Does it have 4 sides? Oh! Oh, okay. Love you, Joe.
Ow!
Is your dog biting you now?
No, he decided to use me as a springboard.
He's all like, do that to me again.
No, he wasn't happy that I
Oh,
came out
shit!
before I
Fuck, I
had
can't see shit. I almost feel like turning up the fucking brightness. Is he gonna get back up? He's gonna get back up. Alright. All square make a circle. Is that a fucking Team 4-Star reference? All these squares make a circle?
Yes, it is.
Stop doing evasive fucking maneuvers, you're a fucking zombie. Fuck, I suck ass! Okay. We're very clearly gonna die here. Get your fucking hand out of the way, shit! I can't shoot your face with your hand in the way. Okay. Nice. I shouldn't do this, but I'm a little annoyed. Fuck! One down. Two down. You stay the fuck down! Oh, come on, you fucking cunt. How the fuck are you still alive?
Everybody doing?
Good.
Hmm.
That you, Mangler?
She found the fake me. I was about to mention that to him.
What is it with Mangler and fucking Discord?
And had my on, and I was like,
Hang on. Okay, I'm back. Alright, let's continue. DBZ and GT4 Life, Jill so sexy. Well, you're not wrong. But, I don't have enough bullets for this shit. Oh, hang on. Great.
That's how it works when you destroy a
Carlos,
box
I've
with a
reached the main
knife.
avenue. Which way do I go?
Big transmission tower? That's the substation.
I mean,
You'll have to
Balrog,
circle around through an alley
when
to
I
the
go to
right.
work and I use the box cutter, the box immediately blows up whenever I touch it with my knife.
Surely a tall drink of water like yourself.
Oh, dude, no, I get you. Whenever I use the saw and I'm cutting a tree, it always splits.
Oh yeah, like, I mean, yeah, it splits at the base and then works its way up, right?
Gotta put this out.
No, it splits like I'm a master samurai.
Yeah, the new Resident Evil game came out, Mangler. Burger King is the superior. Well, actually, fuck. Burger King's been dropping the ball for me recently.
just as much as I.
That's right, you call it Burger King, it's Hungry Jack's here.
Okay, let me show you the most broken fucking thing in this game, or at least in the demo was broken. Yeah, that is completely fucking disgusting. Mangler, you keep cutting in and out. I don't know why. Pimp Demon, leave the chat. Maybe it's because there's too many people here. I don't understand. Or good? Because Balrog's fine, so I know it's not like the program itself.
How about now?
That's better.
Too much power.
Beautiful.
Apparently, DMC3 Dante and Virgil will be large town level to small city level.
Ew.
Because this supernova statement is hyperbole.
Even if the supernova statement, even if you want to disclude the supernova statement, scaling the Arkham should at least make him star level. Damn! Ah! That is sexual harassment!
I mean, when
Hang on.
and breakthrough universe, I feel like
I am
that.
Angler.
Like, I hope this guy noticed that, like, when the first C3, a basic demon who's not even his true form broke through the universal space-time barrier between the human world and the demon world and attacked Dante with a scythe.
Okay, you remember what the fucking code was?
But I guess that just doesn't count.
Doesn't count, Mangler. You know, you gotta understand, you know, the power scaling. Oh, shut up, bitch! Already I'm about to fucking die? What the fuck? Am I gonna die here? I'm probably gonna fucking die here.
City to star level or more. DBZ and GT for life. City to star level is a pretty big gap. There's a lot of things in between a city and a star. At least I've been led to believe that there are a lot of things in between the city and the star, but perhaps I'm wrong.
It's just perspective.
Just perspective.
They're like right
Well,
next to each
technically it
other.
is. Hey, if from a certain point of view it is, because if I'm sitting in a city and looking at a star,
Alright, Mangler, take it easy.
Guys, I'm going places. Why don't you freaking follow me instead of being like Debbie Downers over here? Freaking losers.
We good? Oh, Shay's still alive.
Wow.
Stay down. The problem is things don't stay down. Oh, son of a bitch! And I'm dead. I'm dead. That's dead. I didn't die in the first try actually, but I am dead here. This is sexual harassment. There's no way around this one. This is what sexual harassment looks like in the workplace, ladies and gentlemen.
Are you just saying sexual harassment every time Jill gets attacked?
Yes.
Like
many times I have bitten the carotid out of a woman's neck.
how many people? Let's play the game of how many people can you sue, or how quickly,
There's a certain
can you
point
attempt
when
to
it comes
file
to-
a lawsuit?
There's a certain point when it comes to sexual harassment when the crime peak just stops. So just keep going.
There's a certain point where the person you're suing just
Look,
wants to kill
if they
you.
put you in there for life, and you know you're in there for life, keep
Zim has
going.
crossed that line about 5 times right now.
I assure you, I am perfectly fine. And you know, Fian, this is on the hardest difficulty. I don't see you playing this game. Oh shit! Why the fuck did it start me here?
Dude, freaking DBZ Freeze over here, throat knocking around, baby. Truly. Accurate power scaling.
Triple. Can I pin that one? You can't. I would give you a like for that one, Triple, but I can't. Oh, dude, yeah, Nemesis respects pallets. You should really check out the beginning. He respects pallets hard. Apparently, I only tased one person there. And do you guys see the frame rate on the zombies in the back? Oh, that's atrocious. Okay, hang on. Can we make it through here? Can we make it through here?
So what's
up, Angler? Wait, you do have a fucking flashlight. Where the fuck was this earlier?
Please.
I'm sorry. Continue, Mangler.
Your mic quality is a little inconsistent.
Guys, is the mic inconsistent by any chance?
Hang on a minute. Let me leave the call and rejoin. See if that fixed.
Mangler, when was your computer made? 1992? Asking for a friend. Can I should be able to use that.
Alright. How is everything now?
It
Everybody hear me?
I can hear you just fine now. Hopefully it stays that way.
Okay, it must be you, Zim. You're the one that's cutting out.
It seems that we just can't seem to fucking coexist on a fucking Discord chat.
Yeah.
So let me check.
Sometimes it's really good for like 2 hours, and the other
Wait,
time.
hang on, Balrog. Is that your dog that you've locked outside in the rain?
My day's doing pretty well.
Look, he's inside now, but I only had him outside because I was having lunch.
You lock your dog outside? Look how sad he looks. Imagine locking your dog. That's man's best friend, and man's best friend just gets kicked out every lunchtime, huh?
Man's best friend tries to stick his whole entire face into my noodle box. They're not for you.
How fucking dare you?
Nero full power versus Goku. Which Goku?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
so
don't
apparently
worry.
Goku has Ultra Instinct now?
Hey, don't worry. When it's
I'm pretty sure
time,
he's
he'll
had
come
that
back
for a
outside.
while.
No, what I mean is like now he actually can activate it on. Oh shit! Okay, okay. I
haven't read the recent pages for Dragon Ball Super manga, so.
Okay, come on, Jill.
But if we're doing, as far as like DMC 5 Nero,
How the fuck did that not hit him? Get out of here with that bullshit.
it's kind of hard to scale in the game Nero. But even if we just take DT with its current like power boosts, and then any Goku that is like, I want to say, like, Cell Saga,
Stab him in the dick.
and, like,
The weak
Prior
part.
is getting trashed by Nero. That much we can confirm.
Okay, so he's saying Goku period. Yeah, because if I recall correctly, Goku got upgraded in the manga.
There are a lot of different Gokus, so you gotta be specific. There's like
Really, the only
GT
differences
Goku,
here is okay. So yeah, you have Xeno Goku, then you have Super Goku.
you have like GT Goku, Dragon Ball Goku, Z Goku, and then you have like various arc points of each Goku. And then you have like the Dragon Ball games Gokus and like composite Gokus. Like there's a lot of fucking Gokus.
Well, more likely not this person will be talking about composite.
Hmm. Well, either way, if you're talking, even if you're just talking like canon, or even if you just want to talk GT, like there's so many Gokus.
Oh, okay. DBZ GT in Life. Are you one of the guys who says GT Goku stronger than Super Goku?
I don't believe that.
Kyle immediately. Fucking bullshit.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen GT, but I highly doubt that.
It wouldn't be too hard to prove that GT is like the higher tiers of GT are stronger than the beginning of Super, but not like once you hit Universe 6 and everything afterwards. Like, it gets a little wacky.
So for context, I don't know the. I mean, I'm sure he can. I'm sure he can give the reasoning. I'm sure he can explain himself. I'm not going to explain it for him because I don't know the full story. But I know there are people who still believe that GT Goku is stronger than Super Goku. I think it has something to do with Omega Shenron, if I recall correctly.
Well, it's that, and a lot of people believe that his base is as strong as a Super Saiyan 3, which is. I don't know where people get that from. I would have to go back and like scale GT.
It's a
myself.
fat man.
But I think it comes off the statement that like General Rildo says. He says General Rildo is stronger than Majin Buu, but he doesn't explain which Majin Buu he's referring to. And since Goku fought Fat Buu since Goku fought Fat Buu and Kid Buu, he's at least referring to, at that point, someone who's half as strong as a Super Saiyan 3. So when people say Goku's base is that strong, they're actually not incorrect when they say that. They're technically half correct. Well, they're either half correct or they're 100% correct. So
okay, so regarding the so for some reason where the fuck do you get the wire cutters? Are they did I skip the wire cutters, guys?
It's also the fact that like to prove that GT Goku is stronger than like beginning of Super Goku, you just have to prove he's stronger than like Super Vegito. Because like that's about like Goku was like, yeah, no, not even Fusion can beat him, but like the God Key can. Not that the God Key did anything, but like, you know, he was convinced that all those multipliers and power weren't enough. So you'd really just have to prove that it'd be because we don't know where the God Key is in terms of its like Super Saiyan God is. We just know it's stronger than like the multipliers that he could achieve with Super Vegito, assuming even 2 or 3. So you just have to prove that he'd be stronger than that. And then he'd be stronger than the God he absorbed in his base.
Okay, I wish there was a just use now option, like for my fucking herbs. Like, can I just use it fucking now?
When people say Xeno Goku, are they referring to Xenoverse Goku or like Goku having a fusion with Xeno?
Okay, so
No, it's not Xenoverse Goku. It's the one from Heroes, I believe.
Yeah, Heroes is trained by the Grand Priest. Okay,
I was like,
can
that
someone write
seems
down?
kind of weird.
Can someone write down this combination? So I gotta go left 9. What the fuck is this?
Well, I mean, if GT Goku is technically, if GT Goku is as strong as the Super Saiyan 3, he's definitely stronger than Vegito because Vegito is confirmed to just be stronger than a Super Saiyan 3 in base. And Goku can go much further with that than with Super Saiyan 4. So, not to mention his base gets stronger. So, I mean, not surpassing Vegito is not that strong. I'm just saying, like, if his base is like stronger than Vegito, like Super Vegito, like as strong as Super Vegito can be, then you can prove that he would beat beginning of Super.
Oh my god, where the fuck are the actual fucking wire cutters? Oh, thank you,
I don't think he'd beat like later portions of Super Goku.
Well, okay.
Maybe early.
You know, I'm waiting for Super to just transition into GT.
I was actually kind of hoping they do that because I know a
Yeah,
lot of people don't like
I
GT.
know so many people are talking about that happening. I'm like, you know what? I don't mind the idea of that happening. Like,
Well, here's the thing: they have one of two options. They can either have a transition to GT and leave it at that, or they can try and go back and tweak a few things in GT with an extra season.
dude, I would love to have things. I would love for them to like re-release GT and then like tweak shit, or like, either completely redo it or tweak a lot of things just to make it like after Super. Because I wouldn't mind it being canon for like power reasons.
Yeah, one of the things they should do is not give Krillin a mustache.
My goodness. It'd also kind of be nice.
What the
because
fuck is that thing?
then there'd be like a stronger version of Goku who's like higher in tier in like multiversal scaling.
That feels gross. They increase your fucking. Oh, that's terrible. So they increase your sensitivity when you put this on. That's gross.
But then that would also leave like a lot of things in question. So that would mean like if they didn't tweak the dialogue too much, or if they tweak specific dialogue, like when Goku refers to General Roto being stronger than Majin Buu, is he referring to Buu in Super? Because like that Buu would be way stronger than the one in Z.
If they do that and they keep the Super Saiyan 4 transformations, can we not make him look? Can we not make him look like somebody who came from the Middle East with all that body hair?
Wait, Super Saiyan 4 transformations look fine. Like it was
I think
actually
that's just because of like his like monkey fucking genes.
Yeah, no, the Super Saiyan 4 transformation was one of the best looking transformations we had compared to like the ones we got in Super.
I mean, to be fair, it was original. All the other ones were just copy and paste.
It was completely original because it just took the concept.
How dare you,
of
Zim? Super Saiyan 2 was original. It had lightning around.
I think if Super Saiyan 2 removed the eyebrows and then added like a different color scheme in addition to lightning, it would have been cool.
Patience here.
But then Super's like, actually, all the hair colors come to us.
Does anyone know where the fucking actual fucking like wire cutters are at? I think I've searched this entire map. No, there's still one spot left to go. Actually, hang on. There's one spot I haven't checked yet.
Is there a hardware store?
Yeah, but no plier cutters. I guess apparently Jill can't find some in a fucking Home Depot. I don't mean to be rude to Jill, but Jill's the kind of person who would starve in a supermarket. That's what it feels like when you're playing these games. Like, these characters would, like, fucking starve in a supermarket. They're like, it's right fucking there. Oh, you need guns? How about you go to the fucking local gun store? You need plier cut? Oh, wait, no, I need wire cutters to get in there. Fuck me, where the fuck is it?
Wait, why would characters from Resident Evil starve in a supermarket?
I'm saying they're fucking idiots.
Oh.
Because, like, they can't find the most obvious of shit.
I was just like, this seems kind of weird considering their survival skills in a zombie apocalypse. Like, they have
their combative skills are amazing. Their actual skills when it comes to... Seriously, can someone look up where the fuck this shit is? Because I can go on with the story, because I have the fire hose. I can technically move on, but I kind of want the shotgun. Also, how do you break through the fucking yellow thing? Shit. Okay. Oh, shit, hang on.
I just found it kind of disappointing when I saw Super for the first time, and I was just like, wait, God Goku is literally just base Goku with red hair?
And he's skinnier, don't forget that.
Yeah, and then it's just like, well, what's Super Saiyan Blue Goku? Is like, well, actually, he's a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Actually, I got a question. For anyone who kept track of the arcs throughout Z, which arc did Goku get super swollen? Because in the Saiyan Saga, he's not swole.
When he gets what in?
Super swollen. He gets swole. It's a term. It's a term used to explain someone who's buff.
If we're talking like him, like there is a scene where he's doing layups on his way to Namek, and he has like what I assume is an 8-pack or something.
I hear layups, and is that a basketball thing?
Well, okay, so like he's basically he's kind of doing like a curl up, where his like I guess his legs are attached to like a pipe on the ceiling, and he's just like pulling his body weight up, and you can see that he has like an 8-pack. So I'm assuming that's where he got buff, because he was still buff in. Actually, no, he was buff in Z as well, like in the beginning in the Saiyan saga, because when he takes off his shirt to do Kaioken,
It was
ripped.
still kind of lame. I'm
Yeah,
not
no.
saying
So
that he
what
wasn't-
Kyle's saying is that like at one point he was still kind of thin, and then at some point he just fucking stopped being thin. Like he just went.
I
full
think he
fucking-
was thin in late Dragon Ball, and then in between Dragon Ball and Z in the 5-year time skip, he somehow got ripped.
No, I think it was like. I want to say it's somewhere between the Namek Saga, if not it comes back to Earth.
That's all we can say.
Seriously, where the fuck are these fire cutters? Because I know they were here in the demo. I just can't remember where the fuck they were. Hey, Fian! Oh shit, when the fuck did
Speaking
you
of
start
Sephiroth, you guys know if Final Fantasy VII Remake shows Supernova, that Sephiroth fanboys will say, and people will wonder why he defeated Virgil.
I mean, they can say
Even-
whatever the fuck they want.
I mean, even if it does, we still have evidence on our side. It's like, oh yeah, even if it shows Supernova.
Dude, I will
It's
literally
different
challenge,
dimension.
like...
Okay.
fucking
Okay, let's say
like,
Supernova.
as soon as that Final
is a
Fantasy
different-
VII Remake comes out, I'll watch all the cutscenes for it, and the next person on YouTube that feels free to, like, debate me, I will challenge them to a debate on that and why they think. I'll be open whenever they're ready. Because there's a statement in the fucking DMC gallery that says Beowulf hits with the force of a miniature supernova.
And then they'll
Which
say,
is-
hyperbole!
It's like hyperbole. Yeah, in the same fucking way your supernova doesn't destroy anything in the dimension that you're a part of.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, fuck these guys. No, it's because I just found the wire cutters. They're right in fucking front of me.
How
Not
does
just that.
reboot Dante
Like-
fare against original Dante? He gets stomped.
Like, let's put it this way. Okay, the remake shows that Supernova is in a separate dimension. Cool. You know what Yamato can do? Leave that dimension.
So the game.
Yeah, it's like if you I mean, if you thought Screw Attack was like accurate, you probably already like failed in the logic process. But it's also like just check the comments section. People have pretty credible arguments for the things that they make in the Screw Attacks thing, and I don't really use the comment section many times unless it's information that I do check them a lot because sometimes there's information down there that's like left out, and people just mention every other comment. It's just like it's not even that they mentioned Yamato can jump through the dimension. They mentioned that Screw Attack mentioned it, but forgot to include it for entertainment purposes because they were getting yelled at by the fact that everyone thought they had a bias against Final Fantasy characters because fucking Tifa lost to Yang and Cloud lost to
Which she really shouldn't have.
No,
regardless, okay, well, regardless of what you think, that's irrelevant. That is one of the reasons that contributed them to be like, hey, you know what? We can't let Sephiroth lose. We can't let another Final Fantasy character lose, and not a Final Fantasy VII character. No, that's the most popular one. All right, Virgil, you're losing, especially since Sephiroth lost to Virgil in a 1-minute melee.
No. The problem was that fucking Cloud lost to fucking Link. That was the fucking problem.
No. This has to do with Sephiroth's fight. This has nothing to
I
do
know,
with-
but like the trend started because fucking Cloud would stomp Link out.
Oh wait, if it's a composite link, hell no. Like fucking.
No,
But that's
fight
kind of
me.
what they were that's kind of what they were going with that fight.
Yeah, no, if it's a composite link, that includes Smash Ultimate Link. Well, not at the time, because Smash Ultimate. was
Yeah,
released,
no. Let's try and be reasonable here, Mangler. Remember
Okay,
the-
oh well, if we're still including Brawl, then Link is still 2B.
What? No, he's fucking not. He never fought.
Yeah,
fucking...
yeah.
What the fuck do you fight in Brawl to be 2B? I'd love to hear this
Master Hand.
bullshit.
Master Hand, who is a 2C being.
Wait. So
and
he's wait. So he is confirmed canonically to fight Master Hand in the Subspace Emissary.
And any one of the characters are confirmed to fight. It's not one specifically.
Wait. Okay. So what happens in Subspace Emissary? Because maybe I'm.
You basically just fight. Well, you fight a being that just picks up Master Hand and just like shits on him.
Yeah, taboo.
Like-
I've seen the game theory.
But if we're using like the actual composite thing, like that matchup now, this would include World of Light in Smash Ultimate, where you literally are stated. Marth states when he's leading the rest of the fighters that each of us are gonna have to fight 10 Master Hands.
Oh, okay, and so they do.
As well as Galeem and Darkon, who also have like dozens of Master Hands under their control that are like made of portions of their light energy and their dark energy, and you fight them and rematch them multiple
what
times.
the fuck? You were fucking dead!
So, if you think Cloud can, if it's a composite Cloud, well, I don't know what like Cloud's crossover abilities are, but as far as like canon, Cloud is nothing in canon that would even get him close to 2B.
I mean, I think if we're going to be fair here, if Link's best feats come from a composite version, very clearly we have to go with composite.
Well, no. I'm saying the reason why I include that is because this is a screw attack. Generally speaking,
I don't think they actually include anything about Smash and Screw Attack. I don't think they mentioned any Smash feats.
No, they don't. They add film clips from it, but they don't take it.
They don't, but they combine all versions of them, even when they knew the Zelda timeline was not all versions of the same character. Obviously,
I understand why. I understand why they would composite Link, because they're all fucking Link. I understand that some Links are better than others, and some are Spirit Tracks, but like still.
Hey, Zim, don't be careful there. They all yell in different octaves. They are truly different people. One yells in low.
Hey, Mangler, do you think Screw Attack will mess up Goro versus Machamp?
Goro versus who?
Machamp.
Machamp
Goro
as in the
versus
Pokemon
Machamp? Yes.
Oh wow, that's actually
that's a stupid matchup. Goro should fucking
like wait, a guy that lifts and bench presses shit that has multiple hands. Another guy that lifts and bench presses shit that has multiple hands. I'm assuming they're gonna mess that one up. I don't really do Mortal Kombat scaling, but then
I'm
again,
pretty sure fucking Goro.
I'll give you an idea. Machamp should just poke him and win.
What the fuck? What ground?
Dude, if you take shit from the Pokedex, Machamp would fucking body press him hard. And then you take into
does
account
Machamp
of
have
moves.
like a Mega Evolution or anything?
He's got Gigamax.
Because they're probably, if he does, they're probably going to include that.
I'm pretty sure Goro's at least multi-planet level.
No, he doesn't. Here's the thing. Like, Machamp has been stated to can hit the force of a megaton, can casually push a mountain with one hand, can punch 1,000 times in 2 seconds.
Gonna level with you here, Balrog. I'm pretty sure Goro's got fucking like beyond planet level feats.
Nah.
Yeah, no, Mortal Kombat's pretty fucking strong. If we're going with old Goro, he should be fucking beyond planet level.
No, like besides from the Elder Gods and Raiden, I highly doubt anyone's reaching those heights.
I mean, to be fair, Johnny Cage, after training with Raiden, could fight Shinnok in the original timeline, so it's not like it's impossible for him to reach those heights.
Johnny Cage beat Shinnok anyway in the new one.
Yeah, but like, this time it was better because he got trained by
Dude,
Raiden.
his shadow legs.
You know, dude, I mean, shadow legs OP.
Dude, I don't know why they call it shadow legs when they clearly don't look like shadow. They look like green goo.
Because
like,
green goo legs didn't just ring out. It didn't just roll with the tongue, Mangler. Come on now.
It's just like, green legs doesn't work. Let's call it shadow legs, even though it's not stealthy at all. It gives away your position like a fucking flashlight.
That hitbox is very stealthy. I don't know what you're talking about. Onaga would stomp Ryu. Onaga was stronger than Raiden. Ryu's best fucking feat is fucking not dying to Akuma. Aren't
most of the Street Fighter characters just like, street level and roughly above like superhuman?
No, the top tiers of the verse are like island level.
Well, I'm talking like the basic, like most of the like main character fighters.
Yeah, they're like fucking they're like building the city level, the general people. And then you have...
Sounds like what I would see in a fighting game.
And then you have, like, the outliers who are way stronger. Gil's overpowered as hell.
I I was going to say that let's face it, guys. Like the Dante versus Bayonetta and Virgil versus Sephiroth are probably going to be some of like the most contentious arguments that you're going to have with people on the internet in regards to death battles things, because like the arguments given for opposite sides are for the Bayonetta fans versus Dante and the Sephiroth fans versus Virgil are atrocious, regardless of which one you pick. Because the thing is, like, we haven't even like gotten. I don't think anyone here has been able to prove that Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII, even with Virgil under restrictions, can actually beat DMC3 Virgil. We haven't even talked about Nello Angelo. We haven't talked about V, if we're gonna go that far.
Like this is
talked
where I
about
like.
Urizen. We haven't
Like, we're just
talked about
talking.
DMC5 Virgil. Or, hang on, Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Virgil, who beat Galactus.
Oh. Balrog, are you ready to talk yet? Or...
Yeah, sorry, Balrog.
I mean, if it's just Final Fantasy VII Sephiroth with none of the extra shit from like the other, from like the city or all that, he's not even solar system because he summons a meteor that blows up a star, so he's star level with just the supernova doing most of the damage. It's like me saying that I'm house level because I led a petrol trail from the petrol station and I shot the trail.
Wait, does Sephiroth have any like crossover games that he's featured in that give him feats?
Kingdom Hearts?
Oh yeah, no, actually that weakens him. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts' best feats. I actually looked back for some feats for Kingdom Hearts. Their best feats that you can consistently argue for are probably city level, maybe a little bit larger, due to like the Hydra and Cerberus.
Nero versus Noctis death battle. Again, like if we're talking equalized, I'd give it to Noctis, but obviously scaling Noctis gets fucking yeah, he should get destroyed for now, unless I can because even if I find fuck, where does Nero actually sit at though? If I scale him
at the end of 5, Nero would kick the crap out of Noctis. If this is 4 Nero and equalized, I'd give it to Noctis.
So there's two different versions of 5 Nero that you can use. You can either use with the consistent scaling that we have now, not assuming that feat that we have is like borderline fucking unquantifiable, or you can just take it as is and just assume Nero scales to Dante and Virgil, in which case he's like multiversal, I would assume.
Well, no, I mean like you could just like fucking just assume he's stronger than Urizen at the beginning by the end of the game, which would be fair, I think.
Well, he would. Dude, I mean, what would stronger than Urizen to be multiversal though?
Wouldn't Noctis and his party be at
Looks
least...
like Balrog's not the only one who attacks dogs.
Fuck you. I attack dogs.
Balrog, you attack your dog?
No, he attacks me and.
I guess Michael Vick's in town.
Dude, I've seen your dog. You showed me a picture. That thing is adorable. Why would you ever lay a hand on that thing?
Because he was trying to eat my noodles, so I put him outside while I was having lunch.
Oh.
I guess someone should call the Falcons to make me their new QB.
Dude, his dog's trying to eat his food. He's just like, yeah, please put yourself outside. Excuse yourself. Them's just like, abuse.
Alright.
Tim, you don't even have a dog. Like, what
I used to have a dog. I had dogs in Mexico, but they weren't mine, and they were like man's best friend. Like my brother was telling me one time about a story where he was taking a dump in the mountains because we didn't have toilets back then, and a snake came up to bite him, and the dog bit the snake and killed it like right behind him. That's a loyal dog right there.
DBZ for life. Nero being multiversal is if you assume that like the entire if we just take him stopping Dante and Virgil as like scaling to Dante and Virgil. I don't believe that. I'm just saying if you took that interpretation.
Again, so Mangler over here is making this a like all or nothing situation. I see my Birkin from the story. But so I don't really think people are arguing. Well, some people are arguing Nero's stronger. I'm just saying he should be stronger than Urizen, or at a bare minimum stronger than Mundus. Like Nero by the end of DMC5 at a bare minimum. Oh shit. Hang on a second. is at a bare minimum, he has to be grenade. Yep, appropriate amount of force. They should call me the Chicago Police Force.
Wait, because isn't Noctis and his party by the end of the game, like planet level, being able to defeat E3?
Again, so I'm gonna really look hard for anything in Final Fantasy 15 to improve that scaling, because I've already seen.
I know we at least have light speed via that text you shared that one time.
Well, apparently,
unless you can get them to at least multi-solar system level, they're not going to do anything to Nero.
No, okay, so technically, the gods are concepts. Like, the gods are the physical math are like concepts themselves, and Noctis is superior to the concept the gods represent, so it's a little weird. I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, with absolute fucking certainty.
What about DMC3 Dante versus Nero? Which Nero? 4 Nero or 5 Nero?
I'm assuming that would be 4 Nero, because that would be the only fair matchup.
I mean, Nero with or without healing factor? Because Nero with healing, even Nero without healing factor, he's like still in his tier and probably just needs to hit him like once or twice to the bringer, and Dante might be dead.
That's entirely
but then again,
wrong.
Dante could hit him with like fucking Quicksilver.
That's okay. When it comes to DMC3 Dante versus, that's his only saving grace is Quicksilver.
Well, also Doppelganger, unkillable, undamageable clone.
Doppelganger ain't doing shit. What?
Yeah, no, even if he grabs and kills the Doppelganger, Dante can just spawn in a new one. Or he can just despawn it and then it can teleport over.
Oh yeah, they had to take me to the hospital for that one because my
so
leg kept inflating.
he's got to fight like 2 Dantes at the same time. And both of them are teleporting around and doing stupid shenanigans and throwing out electric
I think I've said before that Nero would be that DMC4 Nero would beat DMC3 Dante, and I got a lot of shit for that. I think one of you guys gave me shit for that too, actually. But I said Virgil would be.
But it depends on which Nero you're using. Like if you're using Nero without a healing factor, he does well, but the majority of the times Dante takes the fight because Dante only has to hit him once and he bleeds out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're talking pre-DT?
Yeah, no. Pre-DT, he still has the Bringer, still has Blue Rose and Red Queen and all the modifications, but like he just, if he takes a hit, he's dead. It's just, it only really matters in a fight where someone's close to him because he does fight with the intent of not getting hit. He fights as if he's a human, so it's not as if it makes too much of a difference, but if you have something like Quicksilver or Doppelganger, it can make it really hard for him.
I mean, to be fair though, if we're gonna be fair here, we have to give him his DT to be as fair as possible. What the fuck?
Well, I'm saying there's 2 different versions of Nero that you can use.
I mean, yeah, but end of game Nero would most likely be the one most people would compare here.
So if you're using end of game Nero, I would probably say he stomps because, well, he has Yamato.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't jump scare me. Don't jump scare me.
He's using it in a way that Dante's not familiar with, and that is shooting energy slashes. Dante's going to see that and he's going to be like, all right, judgment cuts. And then Nero's just going to start shooting solid energy beams at him. And he's going to be like, what the fuck is this? Also, Nero knows what Dante's arsenal is. I mean, he hasn't seen his devil arms, but he knows what, like, his specific, like, techniques are because he's fought him twice.
And Deadly Fortuna does confirm that Nero fights with the same skill as Virgil because apparently, I guess, Yamato's sword skills are genetic.
Well, not to the same degree that like he knows judgment cut.
What?
He's just accurate with it.
No, like okay. So according to Deadly Fortune novel, son of a bitch, what the fuck is that? This is some weird fucking hentai. Yo, this is oh god, what the fuck? Oh, shit. Never thought I'd think that was gross.
That seemed more like an alien scene.
I never thought seeing something go inside Joe's mouth like that would be gross, but I guess I was wrong.
It doesn't matter which Nero, just both at their full power. Well, it does, because non-healing factor Nero and healing factor Nero makes a significant difference. One dies when you hit him with a critical hit, the other doesn't die.
That's gross. Okay, so do I die after too long, or what?
It's also like, one of them has Yamato and the other doesn't. That's kind of a significant difference.
Is it, what the
And one has
fuck?
only fought Dante once, the other has fought Dante twice.
Hang on. Oh, so they just do hit and run techniques? That was gonna be fun.
So I'd say he probably wins, because the Bringer is significantly stronger than Nero is, and he's already in his tier. He also has better feats within his respective game by beating Burial than Dante does with beating Beowulf.
Well, assuming Beowulf doesn't scale to Burial.
Yeah, well, all Beowulf has
Because unfortunately,
is like the
one of the...
all the Beowulf has is like the Tower Guardian like status, and Burial is like the king of a circle of hell. Like,
oh, not again! Not again!
That counts
Oh
for
no!
significantly
Oh
more,
no!
Those we know titles in the gaming world are earned by money.
Oh, where was my last save? Where was my last save? Whack.
Did you just get killed by crabs?
No, so I'm fighting a bunch of fucking weird spider. Are these the spiders or are these something else? Yeah, so these are.
I thought
spiders.
they might have been like black, like a black infestation that just kind of spread over your body as like vines. But then I looked a little closer and I'm like, oh, that's some bad life
actually.
Spiders. Who would win Xenogoku versus SMT Dante? Oh yeah, I forgot about SMT Dante. I didn't watch Dragon Ball Heroes, so I don't know where they put him. I also don't know too much about SMT. I've just heard he's a much, much, much higher dimensional being, and he has feats that allow him to exist outside of creation, or something of that nature.
Oh, hang on.
I did say crabs. Dude, after playing Darksiders, you have learned to discover that crabs and spiders are two sides of the same coin.
And both of them can be killed with certain sprays.
Balrog, back me up here. How many times have we had to fight crabs that we thought were spiders?
Well, I usually stay away from dirty women.
Dude, I was fucking talking about actual crabs.
Mangler, you knew what you were getting yourself into when you said crabs. Oh, they are everywhere. Actually, that was gross. Okay.
Yeah, but they can be quite annoying when you're especially fighting.
I never played Darksiders. I play good games.
Debatable, but
oh!
You don't play anything you don't know sufficient knowledge about. You just shit on it because that'd be easier than having an informed
Okay, Dr.
opinion.
Phil. Oh,
Dude, look.
That's gross.
It's nice that you have opinions. It's just that they suck. I'm sorry.
Hang on, 1 second. It's like the shotgun's a must here.
The lag is strong with this
Hang
one.
on. There's another one. You good? You good?
You know, I was really expecting them to have the translation for that Visions of V chapter by now.
I told you, the fucking virus is slowing everything down. Oh, 2-for-1 deal. What? What the fuck hit me?
Now I am the depressed.
I did warn you. We good? Yeah, we're good.
Oh, those spiders are big.
Yeah, sorry about it.
I'm now watching the stream.
Okay, I have one bowl left on backup. Where's the last power station at? So we gotta go this way then. Because it has to open up over here somewhere.
I watch Bleach, Sparta. And yes, I know the anime is returning. Good.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Not you, Mangler.
Though, I've actually been seeing some videos on YouTube that some people are wondering like, if it's possible that the ending of Bleach might get tweaked a little.
I doubt
because,
it.
I don't think it will. That'd be really cool if it did. Mainly because
I think
Kubo
the
was
I think the
Kubo was
best you'll
kind of
get.
last arc
I think
due to his health and wanting to like end the series pretty quickly. So
I think the best you'll get is that they might extend a couple of the fights.
yeah, well they'll definitely put the fights more in depth, which I think will give a lot of credence. Like the Thousand Year Blood War arc is a great arc. I think it's one of the best arcs in Bleach. It's just like once they get to the Soul King's palace, like you don't start noticing the rushing until like Yamamoto's fight comes out, and then like the Soul King's palace is where it's like the rush just starts happening. Like you can definitely tell that the strain is being put on Kubo because like a lot of like huge plot details are just getting shit out left and right and aren't really getting like explained.
Okay.
Then when the Zero Squad happens, it's very clear that it's being rushed because like Yuha's generals just like sweep them. Well, they sweep Yuha's generals, and then Yuha's generals just sweep them, and they're skipped. Some of them aren't even defeated; they just skip past them. We don't even see their fights happen; they're just completely skipped in their entirety.
God.
And it's like, what?
I think isn't it Ichibei the only one we see get a full fight?
Okay, so Ichibei and the guy that made the Zanpakuto, he basically gets poisoned by Askin, and after Askin poisons him with his lethal dose, and he takes out like the entire like I want to say the Vanderreich. It's basically Yuha's like elite guard of the Stern Riders that he like appointed to his like personal guard. He takes like all 5 or 6 of them out, and then
I thought the Quincy's were supposed to be a threat in that arc.
Then they went
they
up to
are.
fight the Zero Squad, who are all each of them are stronger than all of the captains in the 13 Core Guard squads combined.
Right.
Like every single one of them, so they're all stronger than like Yamamoto plus Kenpachi.
Seems like a really fucking stupid fucking thing to put there.
Yeah, and there's 5 of them.
Wait, so then
And
what
they're all
the fuck? Then why the fuck? Alright.
Yeah, everybody asks the first question they asked because when you see the Zero Squad for the first time and it shows them, it's just like, yeah, no, they only come out when times are desperate, and then it just blatantly states they're all stronger than all the captains in 13 Core Guard squads.
So,
well, actually, I don't know
It
if
pretty
it's
much heavily
combined, but they're
also
stronger. They're
pretty
all
much
stronger than
heavily-
Yamamoto at least. So
Doesn't it pretty much heavily imply as well that even if Aizen succeeded with converting Karakura into
yeah, no, he would have been sealed anyway because Kisuke put the seal on him. So he would have lost
that,
when he
but
got to the
isn't
Soul King's path.
not just that, but like he still viewed Yamamoto as a threat. That means if he tried to go to the Soul Path, each one of them individually would have wrecked his shit.
Well,
even if he had all of the Espada with him.
Yeah, so the thing is,
I got stopped by
the
trash
thing
cans.
is, the what's it called? The way his like Hogyoku thing works is that technically he was immortal, but he's also a scientist, so he didn't know he was immortal, which is why he created a Rancor specifically designed to seal away Yamamoto's power, because he didn't know that he was immortal until after he came back from the dead like 3 times, and he's like, all right, I'm probably fucking immortal.
So you're saying you're saying he would have beat the Zero Core Squad then?
No, I'm saying that it wouldn't have mattered. Kisuke, when he fights when Kisuke shows up in the world of the living, Kisuke shoots a seal into his body, and the seal takes place when Ichigo pushes him to his limits. Now, granted, he does lose in part because he gives up on the Hogyoku. He achieves his desire with the Hogyoku, which is why the Hogyoku abandons him and dissolves away.
Okay, we can't fight him. We can't fight him. We're just gonna fucking beat him.
But his desire is to fight someone truly strong that can match his strength, and the Zero Squad is more than strong enough to fulfill that desire.
Aren't they just gimmick fighters though?
No.
No, they have stronger spiritual pressure than anyone.
Okay, so pretty much if you are pretty much the elite of the elite and you're a captain, you get the opportunity to go up to the Zero Squad. This was shown in the Turn Back the Pendulum arc, that one of the captains actually went up
Oh
to
no,
zero
it's
squad.
not if that you're a captain. You're like a special You're like a special captain that comes along like once every couple generations or so. They might recommend you to the Zero Squad. That's how exceedingly rare it is. And to become captain as a requirement, not only do you have to like
Am I dead?
either
Yeah, I'm
you
dead.
have to defeat the previous captain, which is extremely difficult to do because most of the
That-
captains are Bonkai.
That or don't you also have to impress two captains and the head captain as well?
Well, yeah, you have to. You can be appointed by having the head captain witness your Bonkai, but there are two different ways that you can do this. However, Byakuya also refers to that only one child in every several generations is capable, or like few children every couple generations is capable of learning Bonkai. So
Yeah,
basically,
and then
among
that
the
got
few
shit
people,
on.
yeah, well, no, it wasn't wrong because Ichigo was literally like the son of a Soul Reaper captain, so he would have qualified for that.
Oh man, Renji, how you doing with your Bonkai over there?
Hey, that's not your real
Renji
Bonkai.
was literally the only exception.
Hang on. Bald dude in fucking Squad 11.
Dude,
How you doing?
Kagu trained his entire fucking life. What are you
Rukia, how you doing?
What are you saying?
Rukia.
Just because you get a Bonkai,
Rukia
that doesn't
literally-
mean you become a captain.
Wait.
It's just one of the
Rukia-
requirements.
What are you talking about? Rukia was a lieutenant level fighter for the entire series. She was confirmed to be a lieutenant level fighter. The only reason she wasn't appointed to one is because Byakuya specifically removed her name from the list of people who would have been appointed to prevent her from being put in more danger. So like that's not even fair. And Ikaku is a third seat. So he's like the second. He's the strongest person in the squad.
He can't beat a little pink-haired girl, man.
Well, I mean, he doesn't have to because she's not a real girl.
Wow, Mangler. I thought you of all people wouldn't say such hurtful things.
Well, I mean,
Last time I said that to someone, I almost got.
It's just like, no, dipshit. I mean that she's literally a physical manifestation of Zanpakuto, not like.
Stop it! I'm trying to fucking get fired of the game nurses! Have mercy!
I was gonna say that. So of those few kids, like
trying to
every
get
couple generations, few people, of those few people who may or may not.
You can't jump, asshole!
Of those people who may or may not have kids, then you have several people of those generations that may become captain, and every couple generations of those captains, they may get recommended to this squad. That's how rare it is to get appointed to the Zero Squad. We're like the elite of the elite.
I'm sorry!
So if Aizen was there, he was already going to get sealed anyway. But even if that didn't happen, he would have given up on his desire to fight someone because he would have found the first member of the Zero Squad who created the Zanpakuto was just going to use that defective Zanpakuto that literally one shot kills you. That's its ability, is that when it hits you once, you die. Like, you just die. Like, you're flat out dead. He literally killed every member of, like, the Vanderite with it. If he doesn't get beaten by him, he'll get beaten by Ichibei, who will just hit him with his brush and just remove all of his powers and his name and make him an ant or something. So he doesn't have any chance. Wesker versus Trish. I don't know anything about Wesker. Somebody back me up. Why is Wesker?
Wow. Couldn't help yourself, could you? Okay.
Ichigo versus Nero. Johnny Young Bosch wins. There's your answer. But in all seriousness, though, Ichigo loses.
Okay, hang on. Okay. So...
What the fuck am I talking about? Pimp Demon, if you paid attention to the rest of the conversation, you probably would have known
Okay, hang on.
what that was.
How the fuck do I operate this stupid thing? Okay, so it's saying 9 here, or... Hang on, let me see what this does here. Okay, I am completely
Do
fucking lost here.
you guys think we will see Aizen's Bankai? That
No.
depends.
Hang on.
Maybe if they talk about it in one.
Look. If the popularity here's the thing. There's a couple situations in which we will, whether we'll see it physically. There's like one or two situations where I can see that happening. Is if Kubo actually asks the studio animating that he wants to put that in and draws the designs for them specifically, primarily because he wanted to show it off, and he actually has time to think about what the ability would be now, because he didn't have enough time to think about that and most of the Captain's Bankais back then.
I reckon
Or
Bankai
there's
would
one
literally
other
just be a
circumstance.
massive reality warp.
Well, I would imagine that if his the other circumstance is like somehow the popularity of Bleach just kind of like tanks in the last portion of the arc, and they basically like Kubo comes back to them and is like, all right, I got one more thing that'll draw people back. Like I got the designs for Aizen's Bankai. We're throwing it into the last fight. And just like, are you want to do it? I got no other cards to play.
Look, no, man. Like you're missing the pinnacle. Love Bleach again. Let's bring back the Fullbringers. Let's bring back Ginjo. Let's bring back Ginjo and Tsukishima.
I don't know why the fuck they retcon Ginjo's death. Like, he fucking dies, and they're just like,
okay,
you're
so
back.
so pretty much, you know how it's stated pretty much early in Bleach that when a Shin Megami kills a Hollow, their soul is purified and they go to the Soul Society.
Whoa, I'm being fucked. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I remember.
So, would that also happen to the Aspire, or would they just...
I'm not entirely certain because the Espada...
that concept
they're not hollows.
After the first arc.
They're Arankars. Like, Arankars are just Vastolordes, who have been given...
They're just stronger hollows.
Shinigami abilities.
I'll
like
say, aren't Vasto Lordes just stronger hollows, though?
Well, yes
They're a
and
different
no.
class.
So
Well,
if they were
yes,
Gillions, that'd be fair, because Gillions at the most can just be Menos Grande, which are just the strongest versions of basic hollows. They would transfer over to the Soul Society, but once you become like advanced versions of those, okay, Menos Grande, once they develop into a proper Gillion, once they go from Gillions into Adhuchas, then at that point they're no longer like proper, like they're a collective consciousness of multiple different souls bonded together into one being, which is why the idea of them passing over into the next world seems kind of funky with me. I don't know if that's ever explained. So as a Vasto Lourdes, I would imagine that makes it even weirder, especially if they're given Soul Reaper powers, because that kind of implies they have a sword spirit that sleeps within their body and their being that they can like communicate with, which begs the question: how many fucking people are they? Like, what passes over if they get killed? So, the answer to your question, Balrog, is that I really painfully do not know the answer to your question.
You know, that was a very roundabout way just saying I don't know.
Oh, I love that he just fucking looks at you, because apparently he can't get in through a fucking door.
The Arankar and Natural-born Hollows, they're not... No, Adhuchas are hollows that can come out of the form of Gillions, though we know they develop in form over time.
You fucking serious? Everything I threw at this son of a bitch and a fucking grenade drops him? Fuck it, whatever, I'll take what I can get.
There are some characters who have been born like Stark and Lilynette who just were like, it's not really explained how they existed.
Yes, it is. They were one original being, and then they split their soul up because they got president.
No. It's not explained like how that original being came into the process. Like, and Aizen just kind of finds them and it's just like, hey. It's like, hey. Like, there's a lot of... You
want to join my super cool crew?
It's like, there's a lot of corpses over there. Did you kill those people? No, they just kind of died by being near me. Like, I was just so strong, they literally just died. Like,
Okay, so apparently we can combine. We got a silencer on our pistol, and now our pistol takes up 2 slots.
Mm.
Yay! All right, so what's in here?
Ooh. Aizen is the Bankai. So Aizen's Bankai is probably like, so his Shikai is that the condition for his Shikai, which is actually nowhere near as overpowered as people make it out to be, is that you just have to see his Kanzen sign release, which means that when he releases his Shikai, you have to be looking at the blade. So if he releases it,
No,
and
don't you have to? No, you have to touch the blade.
No.
He has
For
to look
him
at it.
to put you under perfect hypnosis, for him to put you under it, he has to make you witness the release. Meaning, if he releases it and you're not looking at his blade and you come by like 30 seconds after, he can't use none of his abilities work on you. Like, he has to like re-release his sword. He has to like unrelease his Shikai and then re-release it again.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of this game being short. I just got my entire inventory probably unlocked right now.
It's just, due to the way that knowledge and powers work and that it's perfect hypnosis. I mean, if that's the only drawback, it's not really a drawback. So the Bankai, I would imagine, is probably something along the lines of he just has to see you and you're under perfect hypnosis. Like, if he sees you at all.
Aizen's Bankai is theoretically the best Bankai in the series.
I mean,
it has the most utility and it has the most combative potential, like just the pure combination.
Nice job, Super Cop.
I mean, there are some ones that I would say are probably close to that. Like, Kisuke's Bankai is extremely overpowered. Like, he literally can restructure anything that is within the range of the Bankai, including his own body to make it stronger. He can, like, rip apart an entire beam.
When Unohana's Mizuki be one.
Unohana's just resurrects you from like the point of near death instantaneously.
I do appreciate, and I know we're talking about other shit, but since I am playing Resident Evil 3, I do appreciate that they made the actual original like Umbrella crew like basically all friends. Because in the original game, they
what's
weren't
up,
like that.
Chaos?
Also, Chaos, good to see you again.
What were you saying, Balrog?
I'll buy you some time.
Hey, wait.
I forgot.
No.
Did I just hear a seagull?
Ah!
I could have sworn I heard the sound of a seagull. Maybe I'm imagining things. Anyway, besides that, there's also certain Bankais, which I've heard some people say this is not that good, but Shinji's Bankai is actually extremely insane. Like,
Shinji's is good. Like, here's the thing: Shinji's is only one step down from Aizen.
Well, no. Shinji's the way that Shinji's is one condition away from being the strongest Bankai that could ever be created.
What the fuck are you talking about? Isn't it just fucking like?
No, Shinji's is
So let me. I got this, Balrog. I got you. So
educate this fucking non-Bleach fan.
Well, technically, you're a Bleach fan. You just haven't watched like the last arc, or you haven't read the last arc.
Okay, so we just killed Nemesis
right?
again. This is way too fucking easy.
So basically, what Shinji's does, it's revealed that in the Can't Fear Your Old World novel, that he releases it for the first time, and it has like I don't remember what he specifically does in that scene, but I've been given the explanation that Shinji's Bankai is basically so powerful that it's been banned in the Soul Society, because if he activates it, it will basically cause everyone around him to like kill each other. So what it does?
That's right. Enemies become friends, and friends become enemies.
Hang on. Who's Shinji? I think I'm thinking of the wrong person then.
So the yellow-haired dude with like the bowl cut has funny teeth.
The guy
that can send you into the inverted world with his Shikai.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So his Shikai inverts your senses to affect direction. His Bankai.
Oh, so against Aizen, he was using his Shikai?
Yeah, no, he was using his Shikai. If he used his Bankai, well,
he would still lose.
No, he actually, if Shinji went to the battlefield alone, he would have killed the entire army by himself.
But not Aizen.
Yeah, he literally would have. So what it does is that it sends Because this thing is a pretty wide radius. Like, it could affect you pretty significantly. And all it does
Map
is
of
it's
the
just
area.
his spiritual pressure being sent outwards. And you have no way of knowing what it does. So what it does is that it basically inverts your senses to make you perceive your friends as your enemies and your enemies as your friends.
I'm not okay. I mean, that doesn't seem very useful for a fight.
Well, okay, so think of it like
if you're by yourself,
Aizen,
it is
Aizen shows
very
up.
effective.
Yeah. So Aizen shows up, right, with Tozen, Gin, 3 Espadas, and all their fracciones, and Shinji activates his Bankai. Shinji confirms that Aizen has never seen his Shikai, which means no one there knows the abilities of his Shikai, so by default, they don't know what the abilities of his Bankai are. Most of the captains don't even know what the abilities of his Bankai are. Only the head captain and the other ones do. So if he activates this, they're not going to be able to stop him.
I mean, but that still wouldn't stop Aizen. Even if they all start attacking him, he'd still
No,
beat
it
them.
would, because
Aizen would literally see
Aizen
him
is
as
in the
one of his
radius.
allies.
He gets Aizen literally gets affected by it, and there's nothing he can do. Even if Aizen puts him under Kyoga Suigetsu, it's an AoE attack. So he's getting hit by it, which
But the
means
only attack going on here, and obviously correct me if I'm wrong,
it's
is
literally just his spiritual pressure just moving outwards.
Okay, but its effect, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, is just that it basically turns off your friendly fire sending.
No. It would cause Aizen to perceive Shinji as his ally, and every person that is Aizen's ally would be his enemy. So Aizen would just kill every person in the room.
Wouldn't the Hogyoku be able to beat that power though?
No, because he has to desire
because he wouldn't know he's under it. Like that. That's the thing.
The Hogyoku only works if he desires.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this 5 energy gum looking motherfucker?
So for Aizen, for that to work, he would have to be completely aware of what's going on. He would have to be aware and exert the thought on that desire. Even if Aizen knew what was happening after a moment of time, it wouldn't matter because all of his Espadas would be killing each other. So more than half of their army would get wiped out by the time you know what's going on.
I mean, that's still one. I mean, again, like I can see Yusuf's ability, but I just don't see how it's going to be incredibly useful against Aizen, given how busted Aizen was at the end of the.
Well, because Aizen would kill his entire army, and then Shinji would just be like, "Hey, let me use that radio frequency device that Rangiku used. Hey guys, I killed their entire army. Let me release my Bankai." And then they open the Senkaima with fresh troops. With
okay,
all
I want to make something very clear here. I shot him. I shot him when his mouth was open. You all saw that.
It's. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, you could say like Aizen's immortal. He doesn't know that. And in this scenario, like Shinji, this is kind of why I have good reason to believe that it's only the only argument you can make that Shinji doesn't use it is that Kubo didn't come up with the Bankai at the time, because realistically there's no reason that they wouldn't have just given him the device, sent him to the world of the living, and then activated his Bankai.
I mean,
as soon as they came out.
So pretty much that's what all the novels to tie up loose end and a paladin.
I mean, or maybe they just had the same idea fucking I had, and just like it's not going to be all that effective. I mean, obviously the real reason is the reason you're stating, like the real reason is because he probably didn't think of it. But I bet even if he did think of it, they'd probably just say it's not an offensive ability, so it's not going to be effective, or Aizen will be able to break through it.
It is, because when he used it in the manga, in the novel, he just turned every enemy in the area into against each other, and they all kill each other. They all shred
were any of those enemies comparable to Aizen?
No.
Okay,
why
were any of them like as intelligent as Aizen? Well, no,
it doesn't matter. That's not.
It does matter.
No, because
that
this
would
isn't
be like saying fucking Charles Xavier's abilities work on a retard. Isn't going to work on Jean Grey?
You're not logic where you're just like, hey, I can negate any spiritual based attack.
No. I've seen Clyde's video. I'm not arguing spiritual pressure. I'm arguing intelligence here. You think Aizen would be smart enough to...
What? How is it?
He doesn't know that he's under.
Dude, he got hit by Shinji Shikai. How the fuck is he gonna stop his Bankai?
I'm pretty sure Aizen's gonna be like, hang on, aren't these my dudes?
Dude, he
wouldn't know.
He didn't know what Shinji...
You can speak in a few seconds!
Shinji literally states that, dude, there's a reason why I was never close to you. It's because I didn't want you to know like my powers. He's like, oh, you think that's gonna make a difference? And then he puts them in the inverted world.
And then
Eisen's like, wait a
Aizen
minute.
figures it out in like fucking what, a minute?
No, Aizen doesn't figure it out. Aizen gets stabbed multiple times, and then he's like, well, actually, let me just tweak your senses. And then the Hogyoku heals his body.
No, Aizen explains his power, unless the anime version's just like anime only.
No, he still gets wounded in the manga.
Yeah, he gets wounded because he needs time to figure it out, but he figures out the power.
But see, this is different though, because Shinji doesn't have to attack him. Shinji just sits there. Aizen will get hit by this and doesn't get to figure it out because his senses perceive every person as an enemy.
I'm pretty sure Aizen will be able to figure it out, but you know, maybe that's just my lack
Again,
of knowledge.
not having knowledge of this, like it doesn't matter how intelligent you are.
I'll look at what the Bleach community has to say because I'm pretty sure they can make an argument for Aizen just fucking. Well, I guess. I mean,
you could, if you want to tell me like he could like fucking that the radius isn't that far, that would be the best argument for Shinji not killing everybody in the area immediately.
Well, no, I'm not saying he can't kill everybody. Like, I'm pretty sure it'd work on the Hollows just fine. I'm just saying it wouldn't really work on Aizen for long.
You're arguing for his intelligence, but he doesn't even know the effects of.
Yeah, he won't even be aware of it. He will think Shinji is his ally, and he must defend him at all costs.
It's not like simple
everybody.
illusion. Alright, you're picturing that it's an illusion where everybody just switches, like, he sees someone differently.
I'm perceiving it's like a mental control. Wait, hang on. What the fuck?
This changes him mentally to perceive that everyone he sees is his enemy besides from Shinji.
Okay, I'm not saying it wouldn't work initially. I'm just saying Aizen would probably figure out, wait, I hate this guy because I hate everybody.
Aizen put himself in hypnosis?
He wouldn't even know it's Shinji.
I mean, I don't know if that would really work. I don't think.
I mean, Aizen could be like, hey, hang on a second. Didn't I put this guy under hypnosis? I probably did that for a reason because Aizen would remember.
No.
At the very least
Aizen put him under hypnosis before he activates it, and then makes him like move far away. Okay, but Aizen. Like, all it does is it puts him into perfect hypnosis. So, if Shinji is under the impression that Aizen is directly in front of him, Aizen is like 20 feet off to the right, and he's just like, you know what, I'm going to activate my Bankai because that's what I came here to do, and I still didn't tell you that. Perfect hypnosis or not, he's getting hit by the Bankai. Like, it doesn't matter if Shinji's under hypnosis. You're not... Like, this was shown...
I got stuck! What got me stuck? What got me stuck?
This very argument, Aizen, like, Chogetsubigetsu beats everything, the, like, hypnosis stuff. This was debunked in the Quincy arc when Shinji did the very same thing to one of the Quincy Stern writers. He put her in the inverted world and reversed her sense of direction, and she just blew up the entire area. She's like, oh, okay, I'm under illusion, and then she detonated the entire fucking area. She's like, I don't give a shit. You think it matters when I've got a bomb in my hand? And it didn't. It literally didn't. This is just the same thing, only the effect, instead of creating a nuke, is that it causes everybody to assume they're friends and enemies.
Wait, hang on a minute. They're susceptible to heat.
So apparently Atomic Tube's here. What's up? You saw a video discussion of you and Mangler, and technically Mundus has been confirmed to be sealed, not killed. Technically both is true, because sealing someone is technically a form of killing them. Because when they break the seal, they're resurrected, or at least when the seal is broken. But what's stated specifically in the panel is that Mundus was slain.
Yeah, Visions of E confirms Mundus was killed. Even if you want to argue.
Yeah, I still argue he was sealed, but those aren't in contradiction. You can be sealed and still be killed. It's just Mundus's body was sealed in another location. That wasn't contradicted. Those two things aren't in contradiction. The only thing that would be in contradiction is if you presumed that Mundus is going to come back because he's sealed. His corpse is sealed away somewhere because Dante still hit him with the jackpot and sealed him away. I'm presuming he sent him to the vault that he was supposed to be sealed in the first time. His corpse is in there, or at least is in whatever location. I'm assuming he sent him there. I don't know if he sent him there. Wherever he sent him, he is sealed away. But he died in transit. He did not withstand that blast. It's confirmed he was slain. So when he got hit by that jackpot, he was like, I will return, and that was it. But his body was still sealed. His body was still sent to a sealed location. So yeah, technically he was killed and killed.
What?
Coward.
You saw that, did you?
Go back and find it.
No, that's fucking retarded.
If DMC1 Mundus has been slayed, he doesn't exist anymore when he becomes Void Mundus.
I've been over this.
What
It's
if-
a separate Mundus.
What? Why? What?
Well,
Like,
Balrog,
why
I guess
would
we
you-
get to see our fucking battle.
Get him.
Slank could also mean being defeated.
It's
I
got the
mean,
mouth from
Considering
Blade
Argo,
2.
what we saw what Argosex looks like when he was slain, and that was he was shot and he exploded into all the pieces. I'm having a hard
No,
time.
turn back now.
Having a hard time believing that Mundus's fate was really any different.
Oh, I killed him.
Couldn't Aizen just activate a Shikai on himself to get him out of Shinji's Bankai? We've never seen him hypnotize himself, but even if he could do that, you have to understand that the way that Aizen's, or not just Aizen's perception, this is anyone's perception. Your perception of reality is focused towards your friends and your enemies when you're hit by Shinji's Bankai. Shinji is the only friend in the world right now. Well, actually, technically not true. Any person who is your enemy is also your friend.
Atomic 2. No one has ever... Okay, so ever since we actually got the novel, no one has argued that Void Mundus and regular Mundus are the same. We've always argued they're two separate Munduses.
Can Ichigo beat Dante if he's highballed 2-seat? No.
No.
Unfortunately.
I mean,
Johnny,
okay, so very clear the
it'll be
argument
a
there
long
is...
time before Johnny Young Bosch can beat Ruben Langdon.
In an actual fight, maybe.
No,
No,
have you seen
I was
Ruben?
just talking-
Actually,
I was
if you've
just- I
seen
was
Ruben
talking-
Langdon, that motherfucker is like skinny as
No.
fuck.
I just meant in the fact that like Johnny Young Bosch voices Ichigo. So
Yeah, no. We
he
understood
also
what you were
voices
saying.
Ichigo.
I'm just saying, like in general, like he is pretty
Did you?
fucking tiny.
Were you really? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I don't see him activating his Shikai on himself because he doesn't know he's in the Bankai. Like he doesn't know his perception is warped. Because neither did those fucking people. Like it's literally just you shooting your spiritual pressure out. Even if you want to say he could negate it, he'd have to be aware he's negating something.
Or it could just be a passive thing.
Yeah, well, it's also the fact that like he got hit by the Shikai. So even if you say he broke out of it instantly,
What?
he got hit by it. So if he gets hit by the Bankai, he's not breaking out of it because the Bankai. See, all that the Bankai does is that it doesn't change reality in general. Like, it doesn't change, like, the physical layout. It doesn't swap your senses. It doesn't do any of that. It just makes you perceive the people that exist there or things that you would identify as enemies or friends, and it reverses your perception of that. And I'm assuming your knowledge with it. Because it's...
Hey, that dude,
I mean,
this is the whole argument for 5D or 2B. Mundus falls apart. Again, Atomic 2. We discussed this already. If you're going to argue that having more than one version of a character completely denies you being a higher tier, then no version of Superman can be 2A or 2B. But that's bullshit. There's an infinite number of Supermen. They just all started at an earlier level. Mr.
Dude,
Mexler
that
Pixie
feels-
started 5D. Ah!
That
Yes!
feels so weird for you to say Superman. That's mainly because his name is like always in
Mr.
the
Mixie
singular
started as fifth dimensional, though. I'm arguing that they started roughly below fifth dimensional, and then one just got there. Give me 1 second. Actually, guys, before I start my fucking tirade. Oh, he's slow right now. Never mind, we're good. He just got a
I don't
flamethrower.
think I've ever actually argued that Void Mundus is fifth dimensional. I've just never argued against it.
I've
Roll
seen,
the door for the win.
I've seen people for reals, right?
Can you
I've seen people. Yes, it can use weapons. You just saw him use a fucking flamethrower.
It's also confirmed to be a Mundus that exists before, like for the Soul Ruler for timeless creation and eternity. There's no Clyfoth tree included. Like,
Yeah,
this is very clearly a different Mundus.
I explained your views on the matter.
Well, if that's true, then this is not the same.
Not really.
Mundus.
Demifiend has an alternate timeline and a scale to 1C even 1A. Okay, so if Demifiend can do it, why can't Mundus? Okay, so then if this is acceptable, like if this has happened already, why are you guys making it sound like the rule is there can't be more than like one of them at a time?
Wouldn't Demifiend be stronger to start with, though? Because Mundus only started as like a 2C being. That's a little... Oh, my legs.
Chaos, if you'd like to link that debunk, I'd love to see it. Because as far as I'm aware, that's still good to go. But if you actually, but
If
there's an actual
DMC1
debug.
Mundus exists, he's not 5D. What does this have to do with Void Mundus? They're two completely
Okay,
different
so
demons.
what they're claiming is that, and I already talked to Tommy too about this, and he didn't like counter me. I don't know why he's bringing this up again. So they're arguing that if you are essentially 2B or high, or 2A, 5D, whatever, if you are fifth dimensional, no other version of you can exist.
Where is that? What?
Okay, so the general.
You guys do realize like there are different rules for like different authors, right? Like you realize that there are fourth dimensional beings that exist in Doom that can be killed by third dimensional beings, right?
Oh, he is fast.
Like you realize that's a thing. Like there are demons that can be killed by conventional human firearms, despite being fourth dimensional creatures. And that's inconsistent with the way power scaling works, but that's canon under their lore. So, I don't know where you got the idea that, like, fifth dimensional... I'd be interested in knowing where you got the idea that, like, fifth dimensional beings can't be, like, counterparts. Like,
It's because, again, like, he brought up Mr. Megalus. Well, where the fuck is he?
I don't know if that's a strong argument for, like, Void Mundus and Mundus not being, like... Void Mundus is very clearly stated to be a different...
So no version. So you're saying no version of Superman is beyond fourth dimensional, and that there's no alternate versions. Oh, that's oh, good lord, he is fast, dude. Nemesis' speed has been upgraded so fucking hard with this game. Like, don't even at me.
I won't because I never played Resident Evil.
Good.
What do you mean good? I thought you liked this series.
I do like this series, but I mean don't at me as in good. Don't at me. DMC1 Mundus is dead. And even if he's not, he's sealed away, which is essentially the same fucking thing.
His corpse is sealed, he himself died.
I want to point out that Argosax can technically, like, come in and out of reality, and he still couldn't escape Sparta's seal.
He was also stated to be immortal, and Dante still killed him.
Yeah, so very clearly there's this is a really nice set piece, actually.
So, like, by that logic...
Oh, thank God, I can say before he fucks me.
Technically, since... Well, I don't know if Mundus would have been immortal in, like, the can't take damage kind of sense, but he would have been it by, like, age standards, because he already existed above the omniscient god.
So, it has occurred to me...
And he made the beast heads.
That I most likely have missed a grenade launcher, haven't I, fellas? Because I have grenade launcher ammo, but no grenade launcher. Poor shame.
Well, if that's true, okay, but that wouldn't matter here, Chaos, because Dante states that they're very clearly two different Munduses. So, yeah.
Okay, so
nothing. You would basically have to prove, in order to prove that they're the same Mundus, you would have to prove that when he was sealed, he somehow transformed into Void Mundus in an alternate dimension, and then lived out that entire dimension. And was completely consciously aware of Dante through the Beast Head the entire time, coexisting while he was in control of that.
So can I just say how bullshit it is that Joe recovers from lightning faster than Nemesis?
That's what you would have to prove, because the Beast Heads prove to us that Void Mundus can see into the original. He knows Dante's there and what he's doing. So you would have to prove that he was able to make that transference and coexist in that reality.
This motherfucker seriously raining down fucking fire?
Normal Mundus was dying, or was dead. And he would have also had to live out all of the time in the alternate timeline as well. So, even if he can see the past, present, and future, that's irrelevant to him existing for a length of time.
No, I'm not assuming his body was sealed in the Void Mundus. Also, Dark Sparta, cousin of Superman, so he doesn't count.
No one's assuming his body was sealed. They're two completely different beings. They're stated to be two different beings in the novel.
If you want to get anal here, technically Mangler's right, and Void Mundus came first. So we could just assume, like, if Void Mundus is the concept of Mundus and nothingness, then our Mundus is just like a representation of his will. If you really want to get anal about it,
you could say, if you want to go that route, if you presume the alternate dimension, or alternate universe to be something that existed first, yeah, you could say our Mundus is a fake Mundus, but we're the original timeline. Like, we're literally, like, the original universe that the story is featured on.
Yeah, technically we only assume that because the game, like, because we started our timeline.
Well, yeah, because this is the point of view until it's retconned. Sorry, that's how canon works.
Alright, so let's try this again.
I mean, if you believe that DMC One Mundus didn't transcend to the to Void Mundus, then you can't prove that he is Void Mundus. Like, well, granted, I don't know if he needs to transcend specifically. He would just need to like revive himself and then exist in another dimension. But you would have to prove that he did that, which is like kind of impossible because we can't really ask him. We can't ask Dante. Because Dante killed both versions of Mundus.
Fuck.
Dark Sparta, what were you saying about Bleach?
Hey, didn't I could have sworn I brought the red herb with me. Am I just crazy? I must be crazy then.
I didn't realize. I didn't take all of the feats for DMC and like compartmentalize them in the DMC feats chat. I'm ashamed of myself.
Fuck! It's my only chance!
I'm gonna have to do that later.
Oh, it's not ready yet? It's not ready yet. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm running the wrong. Yeah, I'm running the wrong setup here. I think somewhere along the way I missed the Atomic 2 because apparently it's impossible for you guys to like think there's a fifth dimensional character who has other versions of himself even if they didn't start at fifth dimensional. 1 second. Hang on. No sense of motion today. We decided to play the series. All the equipment include generators on moved to the roof for safekeeping. I love how there's one generator. There's not two, right? I'm not fucking crazy here. Okay, so let's take this with us because I thought we took it with us, but I guess we didn't. I just don't understand why there hasn't been new content in DMC5 to this day. Because apparently Capcom hates us.
Capcom doesn't like money, apparently.
I thought you were playing a demo? No, this is the real game. It's out.
It was funny because they liked it at launch.
They liked it when it gave them money.
Either somebody got fired or somebody got hired that doesn't like money. I'm assuming somebody got hired after somebody got fired. Was like, yeah, we're doing really well. Actually, you're losing your job. It's like, wait, what? And we're not going to get Virgil DLC, but we wanted to work on that. Fuck you. I'm not arguing Mundus from DMC1 as an avatar of Void Mundus.
I'll kill us both. I'll kill us fucking both. We'll die together, you son of a bitch. Are those shotgun shells? Blessed be the Lord. Continue. This is such a good looking boss fight though. You fuck!
So, for a guy that presumably has an avatar that's fighting Dante, well, like 5 or 6
Are you dead?
earlier, he seems to be
He is not dead. He is not dead.
The fact that
I'm sorry guys, I failed you all. I'm a failure.
Beats Dumas when
Forgive me fellas,
Dumas is
I failed you all.
Taken over by the beast heads. Or whatever the I didn't say Void came first. I said it's possible in that alternate timeline Okay, this is assuming the timelines were created
Please,
at the same point.
please,
We
God.
don't know. We
God,
literally
what?
don't. I'm not making a claim on that. You guys are making a claim that a fifth dimensional being.
What does it take to kill you?
Alternate reality, alternate timeline versions, like alternate versions of a character cannot exist if they're fifth dimensional or higher. I was just saying this doesn't make sense under this specific logic. Am I really cutting out badly?
Yes! No! What do
Are you actually
want
responding to
from
me, Zim?
game?
Zim, can you actually hear me?
Hang on, let me quit the chat and then rejoin.
Guys, can you hear me?
Alright, I'm back. Try again.
Hello?
Can you guys hear him now? What the fuck does this game want from me? Shit! I don't want to lower the difficulty because that's for pussies. But I'm fucking pissed because I guess I missed the grenade launcher. I'm missing a fucking weapon here. Alright, Mangler, talk now.
Is the quality so bad all the time?
Hang on. No, take the Ritter with us. We're gonna fucking die without it. And we're gonna die with it still.
Can I repeat? I can repeat my motivations now. Atomic Tube. So you guys were the ones saying that being a fifth dimensional character or higher means that you need alternate versions. I'm trying to ask why, like, how you can prove that in the DMC timeline. Like, where has that been stated? Because it's stated specifically by Dante, a credible source of information, that they are two different versions of Mundus. I said it's possible that the alternate timeline could have existed first. I don't know when it was created in reference to the original timeline. So, in either way, the original timeline is the original timeline. That's the one that we're focusing on. That's the only one that mattered. Because the alternate timeline doesn't exist anymore. It was destroyed when he killed Void Mundus. So,
Hang on.
like, the burden of proof would be on you to prove to me that Mundus somehow either was an avatar of Void Mundus, or he went into the alternate reality to become Void Mundus. Red Dusk, I'm talking. Red Dusk, have you been here for a while? Or did you just hop in? Atomic Tube and Chaos have been claiming that, like, fifth dimension being via that, well, like, rules either is a fifth dimension thing.
Mangler's trying to cut out.
Why am I cutting out? Why?
I don't understand.
Why?
Maybe Discord just doesn't like you.
You're the one cutting out on my end.
I don't understand.
Alright, I came back. Does that work now?
It's sounding better at start. Okay, so how do I hurt him?
I just proved it's not possible for DMC1 Mundus to be Void Mundus Avatar or the Beacon Mundus. That's why they aren't 5D. That's not an argument for them not being 5D. Not that I'm arguing that Void Mundus is.
Was that the first? Oh my goodness. I dodged that game. Oh, good lord, what's it take to kill you? Fuck me, man. This is the second Resident Evil game I've been stuck behind a boss because fucking I forgot the grenade launcher. Shit. This isn't even fucking fair. Like, you would think the game would be like, oh shit, he forgot the grenade launcher. Let's, throw him the fucking grenade launcher in the middle of the fight. But no, fuck me. Son of a bitch.
You can always backtrack.
I can't, because the building's on fire. Look, Balrog. Oh, shit, is it actually letting me backtrack and die? Yeah, the building's on fire, I can't go back. He lit the building on fire like a dick.
Fuck this call. My god. I just keep getting destroyed in this connection.
It's just you. It's weird.
Well, now it is. It wasn't before. No, Atomic Tube, I don't think Mundus needs to fly off to empower himself. If he's controlled by Void and Mundus. Like, again, I just...
Again, I'm pretty sure this isn't an Avatar situation. It's just that they started off at an earlier tier level.
Well, no. I don't even believe that. I was providing as an example for reasons that if you believe they're the same Mundus, that might be something that you could use to prove it, because Mundus can, or at least seems to be able to use avatars via the three eyes. But, like, we'd never seen Void Mundus take control of actual Mundus, because he was made after the fact in the canon. Also, they're stated to be different Munduses. So, I mean, that's not an argument for them not being fifth dimensional. You'd have to prove why in the DMC verse specifically you can't have alternate versions of yourself and still be 5D and higher. You'd have to prove why that's not possible. I mean, this is like saying that, like, again, I provided the Doom example. There are fourth dimensional beings that exist in Doom that can be destroyed by three-dimensional beings with three-dimensional weapons. Like, yeah, it's inconsistent with power scaling, but that's just how the canon of the games work. Yeah, I mean, the military on Earth can fucking fight them, like, with plasma rifles with Argent Energy, which is 4D, but they can also kill them with combat shotguns and heavy assault rifles.
Not dead. Not dead yet.
Which are three-dimensional. Granted, they're not as effective, but, like, they still kill demons. And some of these demons aren't planet busters, despite being fourth-dimensional beings. Wow, it's almost like being a higher dimension doesn't entitle you to having more destructive capacity. It just means, generally speaking, in most fiction, you're usually going to have a destructive capacity to tendency. But that's not always
Come
the
on,
case.
you cocksucker. You and me. I love you, but this is bullshit.
If Void Mundus was 5D, why would his existence be limited to a different timeline? He would transcend all timelines and worlds. Again, like, being fifth dimensional doesn't... Like, I don't... Like, being of a higher dimension doesn't suddenly allow you to, like... It means, on average, you're better than people of a lower dimensional tier. You can still be killed by them, depending on, like, what fucking verse you're in.
Nemesis, I do not like this abusive relationship we are a part of.
So I'm assuming Zeus from God of War is tier 0 because he's stated to be all-powerful. Power scaling his power calculations without plot armor.
What?
I mean, what does plot armor have to do?
Whoa! What? What? No, he didn't! And Jill survived that. Okay. Thank you. Jill, love you.
What does that have to do with feats and statements between, like... Also, why would Void...
No, come on!
I mean, again, I never stated that Void was dimensional, but even if he was, his existence could be limited to that timeline. Again, he could just exist in a higher dimension of reality, but just chill down in the fourth dimension because that's who he's fucking
Okay,
ruling.
so originally I was planning to do an all-nighter, but I am screaming way too much, so I cannot do an all-nighter in good conscience because my family would not be able to get any
What's
sleep.
that? Running out of stamina because you're destroying your voice box? Who would have guessed? Who would have?
No, destroying my stamina? No, I can do this all night. It's just that, like, my mom hasn't been sleeping for like, good for a while, so I'll probably stay on... What?
Here's her son just be like, Jill, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah, so like, if the game didn't make me so loud, I would have stayed like all night to do this game. But I'm way too loud. I can't in good conscience do that to her.
Atomic Tube, you're just kind of throwing out like fallacious statements right now. Like none of this means anything. This is all just nothing. This is nothing.
What? Now, okay, so the game's only 4 hours long, but I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, and if I probably had the right fucking weapon, we'd be in a good position right now. Because I'm missing the fucking grenade launcher.
Like, Void Mundus wants to rule over all the demons and all the humans in the DMC, in the alternate universe, in the same way that normal Mundus does. So even if he were a higher dimensional being, he would have a reason to exist in a lower dimension. Like... So the idea that it's like, oh, he would transcend all worlds and things. Sure, he could transcend those things and choose to live in lower dimensions as well. Higher dimensional beings can do that. They're not exclusively limited to other dimensions. I don't know where you got that idea.
It's like every shot missed just fucking hurts me.
All Void Mundus is stated to be is the sole ruler of timeless creation and eternity, but that very clearly is related to that universe, because it's not stated of all creation of like infinite different universes. It just says of all of creation, but we can assume it's referring to the universe they're currently located in, because we know he's the creator of that universe. Because he's stated to be the sole ruler, but he's never stated to be the creator of all universes. So
just pop like a fucking apple. Alright, you son of a bitch.
that's assuming DMC1 Atomic Tube. I'm not assuming. No one is assuming DMC1 Mundus is an avatar of Void Mundus. No one is assuming that. I just brought that up as an example.
Look what you've done, Mingler. Look what
but
you've
it doesn't. I don't even believe that. It was just something that maybe you could believe under the stupid logic that being fifth dimensional means that you can't have alternate versions. Like
alternate versions. I was doing so good there.
Like if you could find me some solid logic other than that Superman doesn't have like versions of himself, or does, like maybe, but like again, Kingdom Hearts, Doom, and a couple other verses would like to have words with you about how dimensional tearing works.
Okay, you know what?
Fucking Xehanort. People are claiming Xehanort is a fourth dimensional being, and he's never even shown or demonstrated he can fucking blow up a planet, destroy a universe, or do anything of that nature. And he's been harmed by people.
I missed the fucking grenade launcher at some point because I have all these grenade launchers out with no grenade launcher. I'm fucked. So what do I do at next time? Don't touch the fire. Wow, brilliant.
You didn't start the fire, but it was always turning. And
all right, Billy Joel, take it easy there.
I think I got the words right.
We didn't start the fire.
No. That was not a request to start singing.
Well, you wanted the lyrics, right? So I was gonna tell you the lyrics.
No. I was just trying to see if I.
And now it's. Thanks, Zim. Now it's stuck in my head.
Yeah. See, look what you did to poor Balrog over here.
Good. At least have some good music in there for a change.
Yeah, now he's already traumatized by torturing his puppy, and now you have to stick a song in.
Oh no, he seems to be very much enjoying that. What?
I should ask Chaos, because he's more of an expert in the matter. I mean, wait, about what you're talking about? About the guy with the infinite attack and defenses? I don't know who that character
is.
Are
you? Oh, okay. Nemesis over here.
As far as like higher dimension, I mean, I don't really need understanding of that. Like, if we have a statement that suggests higher dimensions higher than the fourth dimension that they're in, we would assume they're referring to the fifth dimension at that point, because we can prove that Dante is at least a fourth dimensional being. Mainly because he went from being fucking multi-solar system level to 2C by existing for 6 years. But, you know. And he has, unlike some of the other examples that I mentioned, he has the feats for destructive capacity, attack potency, and durability to back that up. So, I mean, I understand higher universes don't have to equate to, like being in a higher universe doesn't equate you to a higher dimension. It usually specifically has to be higher dimensions.
Okay.
Higher dimensional planes can be, like, really weird. Like, there's statements, so there's a statement in Cage that, like, Seth used that is now being used by, I think, like, webcam parrot, like, a high dimensional clash between the perfect crossing of light and darkness can be used to forge the X-Blade, which is kind of funny because they ignore the fact that, like, Sora doesn't even, like, really clash with Xehanort at all. He just, like, slaps his Keyblade against him, like, once, and then he just slaps Riku aside, and that's all he needs to make a Keyblade. And the X-Blade description in 3 doesn't follow this. And they use this as the evidence for him being a fourth dimensional being among... Well, pretty much their entire premise is stretched from that, but Xehanort doesn't have a single, like, attack potency feats or destructive capacity feats that puts him anywhere near levels of, like, a universe.
Hey, so am I the only one who's thinking that, like, he has to burn himself to death? Like, am I the only one who's thinking that? Or, like...
Oh, you're fighting Nemesis.
I'm pretty sure it's like, this is like one of those cases where he has to burn himself to death. Pretty sure on this one.
Chaos, I never said a plane of existence equaled spatial dimensions. Like, if this were true, then yeah, you'd be able to scale fucking God of War 4 way higher. God of War 4 has, like, what's it called? Different universes on the Yggdrasil that are in different planes of existence, and several power scalers have tried to argue that because of this difference of time, therefore they must be in higher, or they could be in higher or lower dimensions. And it's like, no.
Woo!
I'm not being given enough information for that.
Suck
being in a
this
different plane of existence is just simply just being in a different space. That's it. That's all it is. I never claimed other.
I love you, Mundus, or what Mundus? No, I love you, Nemesis, but go fuck yourself. Yeah, I was scared. I thought we were gonna switch to a knife there.
You kill Nemesis. Why would you do that?
Oh, he's not dead. He's just
Well, I didn't even see it because I have to, like, pause the stream so that the chat doesn't hear, like, two me's talking in the background.
Again, like. I've even talked to Neo about this, and Neo himself claims that... Are we good? Nemesis down? Oh,
why does DMC1 Mundus stop Void Mundus from being a fifth dimensional being?
Okay, that is nice.
Carlos, it's Jill. Do you read
What's
me?
nice?
They fully healed me after the boss fight.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bastard.
Or did I just not get hit once in that boss fight?
Good. Fuck him. What were you thinking? Turning yourself into bait. You could have been killed.
Don't start. I did what I had to.
I know. And thanks.
Hmm.
Ready to go. Hurry back.
To think I've watched quite a few playthroughs of Resident Evil games at this point, but I've never once touched them myself.
Really?
Yeah. Well, actually, I think I played Resident Evil 4 for like 5 minutes.
Oh, so you played the
Actually,
weakest one.
Probably 2 minutes, for being accurate. But I think it was mobile version of the game.
No weapons, no guns. And there's a
Hey,
gunshot wound.
Mangler.
Yeah?
I just actually managed to, well, yesterday technically, I actually managed to beat the first Castlevania game.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm on Dracula, and I like did the save state via the Castlevania Anniversary Collection save feature, but like, man,
Pussies.
I did not go. I didn't realize that I was going into the throne room. DMC1 Mundus already transcends time. You would ask yourself who created first. Who created first? No, I just brought that up as something to add to the conversation. I don't believe that they're the same Mundus
Well, 'cause
because
they're not.
Dante literally states they're two different Munduses.
Well, this sucks. Without a grenade launcher, this game's gonna be way harder.
He already transcends time. Mundus didn't transcend time when he was born. He ate the Clyfoth, and then we got the feats for the mirror dimension that proved he was above that god. But we have no reason to believe he was that strong before he ate the fruit. So, even if I did believe what you just said, I don't think that would matter. Because he didn't transcend time when he was born.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just bad timing is all.
Yeah, transcending time also isn't fully 5D. There are different dimensions of time as well. So, different levels of transcending it. Like, you can transcend in the 5th dimension, you can transcend in the 6th dimension, 3rd dimension, 4th dimension. Various different dimensions of time.
So, for context, for people who don't know the full story, his wife is infected, and he ends up like getting infected with her.
I wish I knew what was going on, but I have to like randomly pause and unpause to figure context, and the stream is still behind. So every time I unpause it, you're like at a loading screen or like pause menu or something. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah. Okay. So for context, there's a guy right there. He was there talking to me, and okay, no, it's his daughter. That's right. Okay, so he has someone who is infected. But he obviously doesn't want to kill them or leave them behind, so he gets infected by them later. Which sucks, because he made the Samurai Edge pistol for them. Use. I really hope we get a second chance to get the grenade launcher, because if we don't, we're kind of fucked here. Okay,
Again, you can feasibly argue that like fucking I already said you can feasibly argue that Dante and like Virgil would be higher dimensional beings, or would be 5th dimensional beings or 6th dimensional beings due to blood. I haven't really made this statement for Void Mundus because I just haven't looked into it for Void Mundus. I haven't looked into the possibility of him being like a higher dimensional being beyond 4th dimensional because he doesn't really exist for that long. Like, he just shows up. Actually, he doesn't even show up anywhere. He talks through Ducas or Dumas, the first user of the Beast Heads. Doesn't even really show up at all. Dante locates his palace and then just kills him in, like, a page. So, we're not really given too much information as to what he's capable of.
Yeah, immeasurable speed. Yeah, that's... See, this sucks because now I know for a fact I missed the fucking grenade launcher. That sucks. We're gonna be so fucking handicapped this run. I wonder what the fuck it was. I looked everywhere for that shit.
You guys classify immeasurable speed as movement beyond linear time, correct? Not movement through time?
No. Infinite speed. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, that's a big boy weapon. That's
dude, don't you have to be everywhere?
Big boy rocket launcher.
Don't you have to be everywhere and anywhere to be omnipresent?
Really?
Oh, what the fuck? Hey, that's cheating. Using your superior movement speed? That's cheating. Whoosh! Oh, cool. I think. Oh, not cool.
Jill, you okay?
Carlos, that monster's on my ass again.
Are you shitting me? I thought you killed it.
Kill it? That's adorable. So I think this is referencing the time where he would get on a building.
So apparently omnipresence is the property of being present everywhere, nowhere, and whenever at the same time, referring to an unbounded presence. Some can be omnipresent within us or within a multiverse.
This game perfectly confirms that Jill is superhuman durability. The fact that she's still fucking standing is ridiculous. She would put a heavily trained army soldier to shame with this fucking kind of resilience. She'd make most fucking Kevlar, most armor put to shame with this kind of resilience.
She's built Tonka tough.
She's built Mega Block tough.
Like a fucking Nokia.
The Nokias were based on her skin. Oh, it's forcing me this way.
He's also in a different. He's also in Dante's reality through Dukas. Well, he's actually in Dante's reality through the Beast Heads. He's using. The only reason he's using Dukas is because Dukas is currently taken over by the Beast Heads. But he can only interact with our reality through the Beast Heads. So it's not like he doesn't exist in every point in space. Like if he was omnipresent, he would only be within his own universe because he clearly cannot. His power does not extend very far.
We know for a fact that would not kill her based on the fact that Nemesis's rockets didn't even fucking scratch her. Just gonna be real here.
But I was just thinking that you were claiming he was omnipresent because like the what's it called? His universe seemed to be tied to Void Mutis's existence because when Void Mutis got killed, that entire universe got wiped out.
This game could give you a solid argument for fucking for actually Resident Evil versus Metal Gear actually, because this shit's fucking ridiculous.
Every normal human in fictions are superhuman, even ones that are not physically enhanced. Red Dusk, there were a lot of stock humans, so.
Guys, this actually isn't superhuman. If you guys actually worked out, this is your peak physical human condition.
What did you do with Jill that decided that like breaks everybody's minds? What did you do? I can't see the stream for some reason.
No, okay, so I'm just talking about the fact that like, so she basically took a point blank rocket to the face, or it was like by her feet, but it was still like basically point blank explosion, and she's perfectly fine.
So she's just lady. During DMC3.
How am I supposed to do this then? Because I'm confused here.
I never had Krabby.
Alright, that's what I thought. I hear him. There he is.
Laura Croft, Revy, Batman, Boba Fett, Leon, Kennedy, Solid Snake. Red Desk, why are you listing these off? Or is this like a matchup? Or your favorites? Your favorite matchups, perhaps?
Hang on.
Careful with the language, Chaos. Technically, Zemnis is eternal because his power is over nothingness.
Yeah, I'll say Eternal can't mean 1A, because if it does, then I guess fucking... Oh, exactly.
No, if it means something, if a statement or something means that you're out-of-versal, that needs extreme clarification, and usually a feat to back it up. Because out-of-versal is the highest that the fictional scale can conceivably go. And, like, the highest that most authors can even, like, imagine, assuming they dedicated enough time.
Okay, so a Claymore fully blew him off his feet, but it didn't even hurt him.
Just a flesh wound. Characters that are normal but might as well be superhuman because of what they've done. I don't know about Boba Fett. Leon Kennedy has some silly things. Solid Snake Yeah, Solid Snake should have been normal, but he very clearly was not.
Well, what matters is that we can get
Fucking
home
dodging
safe.
bullets and railguns.
You'll be safe.
Batman over here, like, bench pressing fucking 2,000
What
pounds.
about you?
Some insane amount. It's like, how are your bones
Why
not
not?
broken?
No, there'll be new orders. If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
Again, DMC1 Mundus is not holding Void Mundus back. Why do you keep saying this, Atomic Tube? You'd need to prove that they're linked. And you haven't done that. Neither one of them reference the other. Void Mundus doesn't even reference normal Mundus. He doesn't. And technically, since he has the beast heads in his disposal, which also give him omniscience, because he's already omniscient, so double omniscience, he should be able to know that the Mundus in that dimension is dead, and he doesn't even reference or mention this at all, or that would be a threat to him. He doesn't mention it once.
His vaccine research could save us all.
Oh.
See? You're learning. The only life that matters is your own.
Good luck. Let's go.
Okay, so I think this is where we start playing as Carlos, but I think that's a good place to leave it off at. Only because, are we not playing as Carlos yet?
You don't really.
Because they aren't linked, he's not 5D. Atomic Tube, that's not an argument for him not being 5D. Not that I'm claiming he is for the last time. I'm not. You just haven't proven that being linked to another character prevents you from being fifth dimensional. There's nothing that states that in DMC. And you'd have to prove it in DMC specifically. Because various fictions can override the rules of power scaling based on what their author believes. It's literally just how can the speed of light can mean something completely different.
And all civilians are dead because
that has
Nemesis
different
can't
measures.
keep up with the train. What?
I mean, in Cage, for example, in Unchained X, it's canon that Maleficent can move forward in time with the arc from Unchained X if she moves at the speed of light, which is fucking ridiculous. Because
Okay, so doing something? Yeah.
in most verses, you can move at the speed of light, and you can even touch any time or speeds, manipulating time at all. But just moving at that speed would completely destroy her body in this verse. And then there's even some early Marvel comics that puts that has statements from Thor that allows him to move it. I think there's a statement where he says, "If I spin Mjolnir at twice the speed of light, I'll be able to go back in time." Which is
That's a pretty good fucking. That's a pretty good hammer.
So, why would like dimensional tiering really be any different for that regard? If even like fucking speed statements that include time travel. Fucking time travel, one of the most convoluted fictional devices that exists.
Wow. Subway's got to be clear of the city by now. Along with your hot date. No, she's not like that. Hell, she's not like anybody.
Guys, maybe work on the theory of fifth dimensional characters being linked. Or not having alternate versions of themselves before you come.
Again, we have confirmation from the fucking series that he's dead. Like, I don't understand why you guys also keep saying that that Mundus is alive. Technically, our most recent information is that he's dead.
Well, Void Mundus doesn't even have a corpse. Mundus at least has a corpse. Void Mundus fucking died. Like he got erased from existence.
Oh, Brad!
And his entire universe got wiped out as well.
Tell
at
me
least
Brad's
Mundus was like, I died, and then his corpse got sealed away at some separate location.
Come on, man. Not you too.
Oh, so this is how he got bit?
Sorry.
Atomic Tube, your brain may have like just. I think this conversation like wore you down. Because you're not making any more sense.
Okay, yeah, so for context, in the original Resident Evil 2, Brad was a zombie you could find, and Resident Evil 3, you see him turn into a zombie.
I got this fucker. Come get some.
Okay, no, fuck this. I just got a fucking machine gun.
Hmm.
Alright, and that should unlock something here later, because he was a real pain in the ass to kill back then, but what happened is when you killed him, he would give you an ID
Where'd that cop go?
that would let you fucking unlock like a special costume.
Don't care. We got a job.
Ow. Ow.
Our intel's still worth a damn.
Oh, it's 2 in the morning for me. Wow.
Let's find him and take him into
Custody? I thought this was a rescue.
Zim, you need to start your streams earlier.
I've located the STARS office. Remember, Guard had access to Umbrella's darkest secrets. He knows we'll try to keep him under our thumbs.
So this search and rescue mission is really more like find and detain. Right.
I mean, to be fair, at this point, is there really any difference?
I'll open the shutter so you can get through.
I'm just gonna save right now and then we'll
Stay
call
here and
stream
find
there.
out what's been going on here at the station.
Call you if I find
A Mangler. Who would win in a fight? Frank West from Dead Rising 1 or the Left 4 Dead tank?
The Left 4 Dead. I don't really scale Left 4 Dead, so I don't. Mainly because I only played it for a couple minutes, so I would have to evaluate it.
Okay.
I was gonna say though, like Frank West, even though I haven't played Dead Rising 4 for obvious reasons,
Because it sucks.
yeah, if you use Dead Rising 4, assuming the costume machines are canon, then Frank West has access to Mega Man's powers and DMC1 Dante's powers.
Alright,
So
ladies
he's
and gentlemen,
way fucking stronger than
that'll be
Frank
the
West.
end of this stream that'll be the end of this stream. Tomorrow I'll pick it up with another stream. I'll try and stream in the morning, because in the afternoon I'm going to be doing homework like crazy. So thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video.